What is happening, you guys, and welcome to another episode of the Finn's Tailgate. I am your host, El Capitan, and today we celebrate an amazing victory here on a Victory Monday, an Overreaction Monday, as usual. We will overreact from one end of the spectrum to the other. In glorious wins, we will predict Super Bowl victories this year. In heartbreak losses, we will predict absolute stripping the team to the studs because everyone is useless. That is the game. That is the fun. But today we don't have to do the latter. We get to do the first one because this was a victory. And just going back through the highlights and stuff, I mean, again, I think I said it best last night that was a game we had no business even being competitive in come the second half. Much less clutches from their victory. We stole it. And the equation that comes into it is, okay, adjustments are made, things are good, but that wasn't what got us the win. The win solely rested on the quarterback's elevation and level of play. And we can all tip our cap to Tua. It was an amazing thing to watch. 22 will be coming out tonight, I think, and I'll look into it, break some things down, and I'll be critical. I always am. But I'll also get to, I expect to see in the first half what was adjusted in the second in the execution. And then Tua taking those deeper shots and hitting it on the money. But before we get in to everything, we'll probably end up opening up a panel. I got a couple of things we'll read through here. But guys, make sure you're hitting the like button. I put quite a few videos out, and so the algorithm is stifling me, as it does when you are so active, dropping videos, dropping, live feeds, doing everything we do around here. It needs those likes to generate it up. And also, guys, make sure to check out all the great content. Talk 7, TMI Tuesdays, live between 9 and 10. Color commentary on Thursdays with the late night. And you can catch them again on Saturdays with the early morning and the coffee and a cup of color. Saturday evenings, you guys got Late Night Exhale. Going to be Bring the Smoke Saturday, I think. I don't know. We'll see. And then Thursdays, or Sundays, Mondays, Wednesdays, you got me, El Capitan, and also you can catch me on Fridays and Brandon the Bookie doing cash and tickets as well. And then, guys, Cash App, Venmo, make sure to help support the channel. We really appreciate it. And also, Fanatics link is in the description. Support through the link in the description. And get some gear. Also, guys, use TFTG 10 on the secondary link, and you'll get 10% off all of the good gear you see here. And you guys can use offer code hashtag TFTG to get 10% off all your purchases at Backroom Collections. Welcome and thank you guys jumping in here early and often. Russell is in here. What's going on, Russell? I know it. Let's fucking go. Barry, what's happening? Thomas, still think my heart is in recovery, Russell? Yeah, bro. I mean, it's gonna be, I just been vibing all day, guys. I'm vibing, sitting here. It's, I get to watch this Buffalo game and take it in for more than just a spectator. I get to look at holes on both sides of the ball that we can potentially exploit. Get a jump on my film study of the next opponent, and the pressure's on them if you want to think about it, because I'm telling you, there's no way but the Bills didn't hear or see about that game. And so here they are tonight thinking to themselves, they drop one tonight and they're not in great shape, with the Jets and the Patriots both winning yesterday too. They'll be tied with the rest of them at all 1-1, while the Dolphins sit atop at 2-2 if they drop one today. And if the next week comes and we play them and take care of business at home like I expect we should, and the Patriots and Jets end up winning, all of a sudden the Bills fall down and everyone else is up. Look at that. Could be. This next week is going to be nuts, bro. It really, really is. Hefty says, I live in MD. I was at that game with my son yesterday. God bless it, bro. With your son's first game, what a thing, bro. My son's first game was a night game at for the Canes that they won last year. And then I brought him to the Jets game with my wife and my daughter for my daughter's first game last year that we won. And man, oh man, I wish I could have been in the visitor stadium, just feeling Tua just drain the life out of that fan base and take their heart. It's the one thing I want to see. If you guys go back and watch, my criticism comes from the one thing I need to see the most out of this young man, and everything else is up for debate. You can always get better, this, that, third, but when you define franchise quarterback, numbers, and it usually equates into numbers and wins, but having that ability to have the eye of the tiger and let the dog out and just take the soul away from someone, I got goosebumps thinking about it right now. Buddy took care of his business, man. Can't believe it. Good for you, Hefty, man. That's awesome for you and your son. What a game. Color, what's going on? Lamar finished with 142.6 passer rating. Think of that. God bless it, dude. That defense did a great job at, getting it back, keeping it rocking and rolling. Oh yeah, no problem, Lewis. Trying to get it in when I can, where I can. Shout out to the family. What's up, Billy? I see you over there on Facebook. Tua showed greatness yesterday. Now just keep stringing great games together, man. And that's kind of the thing, bro. Like Tua, we know this team could win with middling football play at the quarterback position. We see something between the middling quarterback play and what we got yesterday consistently, we're a tough out. And we start feeling like we can lean on Tua to do what he did yesterday in certain games that matter. This championship quality football team we got around here, ladies and gentlemen. This is a championship quality football team. Shout out to Pete for the $10 donation. Guys, be like Pete. Hit the like button and donate to the channel. This is for Color's take of the year. As long as we don't have a goose egg in the third, we will win. I love that guy. Yeah, that ain't no lie, bro. That third quarter goose eggs, that Color was on the money. Because in his evaluation last year was and look, Tua did what he's been doing in a fourth quarter. I mean, this was Superman level. But he's always played pretty damn good in the fourth quarter. But last year, we would come out flat in the third, played a lot of zone on defense, surrender points, and did, 3 and outs on offense. Didn't get the ball moving on offense. And by that time, defense is gassed in the fourth quarter, and we're far behind the 8 ball that now all we can do is push the ball down the field, and there's just no stopping it. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so I mean, just a lot of good things. The growth we've been tirelessly wanting is finally here in the young man. Let's again to your point, Lewis. Let's find the consistency in this. But we can live high atop this mountain. You like that little something? You like that? Got you down. We can live high atop this mountaintop because, and shout out to the Tua non-Tuaneers, Tua fucking zealots, whatever you want to call them. There was a lot of affirmation for you guys, and I gotta hand it to you that you held in at its bleakest moments too. Even in the win last week, everyone was pretty honest with themselves that there was meat on the bone. There was meat on the bone as far as what this offense can do. And was Tua gonna do that? And you guys, your foundation was shaken a little bit, but your I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm missing the adjective, but you stood your ground. And
faith is the word you're looking for.
Nah, not faith, because it was a little bit more than that. But it was.
Oh, it was faith, dude.
That wasn't faith.
Look, all I know is, and I'm not trying to besmirch anybody's religion, but Christians should look at Tua as Tuaneers as a model of how to keep your faith.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, bro. I will hand it to them, and more faith than me, because I have faith in zero man. Okay, God is the only faith I carry in. And other than that, the only faith I have in man is that they'll let you down. So, but I don't do that in a spoiled, rotten way. I just, I keep my expectations low, and then I'm always happy. That's what it is. That's why I always got a smile on my face. Unless I'm pissed, then you fucking watch out. Anywho, this is a real testament to your guys' faith, as Color put it, to how you held in. And honestly, I expected a lot of the receipt takers to be out in full force. And although there was chatter about it, I gotta applaud you guys on a little bit of the humbleness and humility. It doesn't seem like you guys are going after anyone's throats, and I gotta handle that to you. I don't know, I could be wrong. I haven't looked, out for it, but yeah, I'm gonna drop the link in a second, Russ. But I gotta say, man, it feels good to win, and I'll tell you what, no matter how the win comes this week coming up against Buffalo, if and when we beat Buffalo, this team is running with a full head of steam. At quarterback, seems like Jason Sanders has got it pretty well figured out. Other than that short kickoff that I think, whatever. But it doesn't matter. It just seems like this team has a full head of steam. Fun fact: Mike McDaniel is number 1 with 5-1 odds to win Coach of the Year right now as we sit. Now, that'll change, but damn, I don't know. That's a pretty good that much. So, hit the like button, guys. Buffalo fans are already shook. They're already scared. They're already trying to devalue what Tua did in this last game. Mr. Polk, I know what you mean by trust in some of mankind. I trust in man's kindness, but I also trust in the devil that lies within of him. So, there's a polar in there. I can, again. Anyhow, the Buffalo fans are already shook. They're looking to devalue this win from Tua. They're looking at it as a fluke. They're already starting to write the narrative that this was the Baltimore blunder, not a Baltimore beatdown. That's what they're trying to spin this as. Like, how on earth does Tua do that? Baltimore's defense is the worst in the league. That is just not a fact. Think about it like this, guys. Does anyone even know Calais Campbell was on that D-line yesterday? Do people know that Calais Campbell's on their D-line? Because I didn't see him. Did anyone see him? Did anybody? I didn't see him getting pressure all over Tua. Maybe he had a sack or a pressure or something. But the O-line held up, even with Austin Jackson being down. Shout out to Greg Little holding it down at the right tackle spot. Austin Jackson slowly drifting into obscurity. Don't worry, there's a nice cold part of the bench for you right next to Noah Igbenogany, and hopefully you boys will simmer into something better. But at this point now, I have to take the team at their word. And a lot of the things that they're gonna be preaching in their faith in the players and them executing and getting things done, because damn, this coaching staff has made good on their word. Shout out to Boyer making the second half adjustments, playing a little too off the man, leaving X out there to hung out to dry a couple times. Made the adjustments, and by the end of the third quarter had cinched that defense down. Now, granted, the game plan they stuck true to. They were going to stop the run as best as they could. And all other than the Lamar Jackson rip it, they did a pretty decent enough job. And then later in the second half, they made sure to get those stops. And the offense made sure to thank the defense with touchdowns. And that is complimentary football, guys. Something I don't know. I don't even know where to sit in this situation, because I got to be honest, guys. When's the last time this team won this kind of game like this? An offensive win the way. Because this is an offensive win. Let's be real. Defense did what they did. Tua threw those interceptions. But I'm just talking about where the offense just charged. It always seemed like the defense bailed us out in some way, and then we got points, or there was like a lucky break, the Miami Miracle type of thing. Freaking the Raiders game with a no-look freaking face mask ripped by Fitz. Those things are great from your offense, but what we saw was greatness from our offense. That's what feels so good, Dolphins fans. That's what you can kind of start to freaking hang your hat on potentially, because we saw good things out of the offense. And doing the film breakdown in week 1, we were like, man, there's meat on the bones, dude. This was a great offensive play and scheme. There was some miscues and stuff, but overreacted. Some of us may, and this is Overreaction Monday, so this is where it shall live and die. But also, we for the most part, we tried to do our best to hold off from our harsh judgments to week 2. And if this, think about it, guys. We could be in a much different paradigm from 48 hours ago. A completely different universe we sit in as Dolphin fans right now. We don't sit in a team questioning this coach. We still have questions about the coach. We don't sit as a team questioning the quarterback. We still have questions. But we have all the proof to the contrary of not believing. That's what we needed as a fan base. This unity begins, and it began yesterday. And I'm telling you, we take it home with a win against Buffalo, and we're a full head of steam. I don't want to say, oh, we're marching to playoffs because things could derail, but I think this is the beginning of something very, very special. And I'm happy to witness it. I'm even happier to share it with you guys and to have this whole platform. I think we've all been feeling like the Miami Dolphins fan base, it's not only is it our time, but almost like in the core of us, we're like, it's all right. This is our time. Like I don't know. And even though I will admittedly, I fell off of believing in Tua. I thought that my assessment was wrong, and that we should have taken Herbert. I don't even look at Herbert and measure it to because it sucks to even do. But I'll admit, I believed more that it wasn't going to happen than I was going to see something that I hadn't seen in 2 years plus in the NFL out of him. I thought maybe this kid wasn't going to get it back together. But now where we sit, him affirming my initial judgment of deciding that it would be better to draft him over Herbert is all affirmed. And I'm telling you, this thing keeps going. That feeling we've had, Dolphins fans, that this team is put together special, and we're not just talking, a good football team. We're talking a championship football team. We're talking a team that will demand respect. And Buffalo, you sat around your poor winning sport type of stuff. It's time to pay the piper. And Tua and these Dolphins and McDaniel and the boys on defense and Waddle and Hill, we coming for you, bro. We coming big, and we coming with the ferocity. And I just don't see how the look in the eye of Tua on the sideline that game, that killer, that was a killer. That was a guy you want on a fucking battlefield, okay? That is a dude you want in a gun battle with an axe just straight mowing people, and for whatever reason no one can get a clear shot on him because they're so scared to even look in his direction that rather than taking shots, they're more worried about running for their life because this madman with an axe is coming at you. He shows that guy and becomes what McDaniel promised us. You're in trouble. Not just Buffalo, not just the East, but the AFC. Watch out. Coming after that ass. Whew. Whew. I can't take it. Hit the like button, everybody. I am going to... So, Josh Allen is the next Elway. No color, you were wrong and won't admit it. Pride. Josh Allen, and it
I really don't have...
color, I think I'm better.
I'm not going to interrupt you, bro, but my arthritis just does not allow me to continue to type and chat to a bunch of morons that want to act like they're right. And you know what? If you want to say I'm egotistical and I can't be wrong, until you guys show me evidence of something that you claim I said that I said, it doesn't make you right just because you said I said it. Okay? I will say those things.
Color, if I may. Color has said not a damn word different than I've been saying to anybody. So if you're calling Color,
changed anything,
if you're calling Color wrong or a liar, you're saying I am. And I got news for you: El Capitan ain't never wrong. That's why it rhymed. Take it to the bank, bitches. So, anywho, breaking down his shortcomings.
Continue to prop up the Buffalo fan in chat.
Go ahead.
Tell me to take an L. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, guys, don't side with the Buffalo fans. Certainly not this week, Dolphins fans.
To that point, Capitan, I've noticed something over the last couple days, and it didn't dawn on me until the last couple days. I found myself last night confused as to whether I was arguing with a Tua or a Buffalo fan last night.
MCU totally got you.
Boy, they have the same exact takes about Tua. Isn't that freaking a coincidence?
So, look, I got to be honest, and I told you guys this weeks back, that the Buffalo fans have no original material They can't think of intelligent, ways to attack. They have to listen to us attack each other and go, yeah, that, what he said. I know what time it is.
If you all want to keep throwing these receipts out there and throwing everything in our face, you're just making yourselves look like
That's right, Sal. That's right. And you know what? And I know to defer to the women to make sure I stay right.
If you really want to throw a receipt in somebody's face, throw it in Batman of Miami, of Batman's.
No, don't throw it in Batman's face, because you know what?
Batman predicted a loss. Did you ever hear me predict a loss? I don't think so. Everything I predicted about the outcome of this game came.
Why y'all gotta get color fucking riled up? Why y'all gotta get color riled up? First of all, this ain't Walmart. No store credit on your receipts. Fuck out of here.
Right now, I predicted that there was no way Baltimore would win this game in a close game.
You know what I'm like? We're like Home Depot.
I predicted that the only 3 outcomes that were possible was a Baltimore blowout, a Dolphins blowout, or a Dolphins close win. And guess what? All 3 of those things happened in one game.
The trifecta, bruh.
So
the trifecta.
You can all go ahead and
all 3
call me a seer instead of a liar, okay? And I'm going to tell you all that the harvest this year will be plenty.
Yeah. El Capitan, you can't say original material and then go up here and regurgitate the same thing about the Bills every time you get up there. You're a hypocrite. Well, I mean, the Bills ain't got me nothing else to talk about other than the fact that they suck. So, I mean, what do you want from me? I mean, Bills got to win a Super Bowl, then we'll see differently.
Thank you, Russell, for pointing it out. I have never, ever said the things about Tua that have been said about me by his fans. So you all can go talk about who divides who in another space. We don't need to talk about that here.
Yeah. Go hang out with the Bills fans, you bitches. Anywho, we're going to revel in the victory. We're going to break down film this week. We're going to look ahead to Buffalo. We're going to watch Buffalo lose tonight to fucking Tannehill. Watch that happen too. And then come the end of next week after we beat Buffalo, we're going to sit alone atop 3-0 while the rest of the division is 2-1. Or even worse, Buffalo will be 1-2. They'll be sitting at the bottom. Look at that. They'll be looking up at the Jets going, what happened? We got Von Miller over here. I don't know what happened. So, can't wait. Gonna be awesome. Stop fucking with color. You ain't getting no receipts. This is like Home Depot, and I want to check your ID if you want to turn a receipt in, and I'm still going to turn you down. Fuck you. All right. Thank you.
Like I said, I got a receipt to match every one you guys got. So keep bringing them, okay? And I'll tell you where the receipts need to be kept. People that tell me I'm a hater that go around and predict us losing yesterday. Yeah, that's who y'all need to go after. That's who needs to sign the apology form.
And real quick, don't even try to keep no receipts on Batman if you want to be real, because although he did predict a loss, that son of a bitch ain't never wavered on Tua even a bit, while a whole room of motherfuckers just like, Batman, shut up, you're saying it wrong, you're talking crazy. Gotta hand it to him. He took his lickings and kept on ticking again, and I already deferred on it. But MB41, I just want to make something real quick.
Being one of the only ones that predicted we had the capability of putting up a 40 burger yesterday. Oh, what did we do, Color? What did we do? What did we do again?
Fucking Color did say we could put up a 40 burger on this fucking team.
Go find those
right
receipts,
before,
asshole.
bro. I
go
swear,
find those receipts.
Color, they don't want
on the Fins tailgate. They are all recorded and they are all available.
And
for
make sure to hit the like button, assholes.
Thank you, and subscribe. And if you don't like, hit the dislike button. It still helps too.
Don't hit the dislike button, you fucks. Hit the like button. You know you like us.
You got receipts. Why don't you go collect all of them?
First of all,
like the one of me saying that we had the capability of putting up a 40 burger yesterday. Go find that receipt.
Yeah, bitch. No,
realtor.
I'm just saying. Listen, listen, guys. First of all, how could you not love to hate on Color if you're a different fan base? I mean, Jesus Christ. If I was a different fan base, I would be coming around here too, like the rest of the Bills and Patriot fans that come here to troll us as their fans and subscribe, and I'm much obliged. And they donate. Fucking awesome. MB41, I just want to be really clear, dog. If the Dolphins lost yesterday, but still made it respectable and didn't lay down and take the beating we got in the first half and took the loss, even if we took the beating, I had already put my whole fucking team on notice of what's coming this week. Did I not, Color? Didn't I let you and everybody know what the fuck's coming this motherfucking week? I've made a couple of phone calls. This is time for the Bills to get the reality check of a fucking lifetime, bro. You're coming in on a for sure week, gonna take a tough loss tonight, and you're gonna be in Miami. And I'm telling you, I wish I could make this game, guys. I really do, because this is gonna be a game for the ages. Because I don't think the Bills are gonna be ready for the stadium energy. I'm gonna put it on them. And the thing is gonna reverberate. It'll be like sitting in a car that got 4 audio bond 10s and 2,000 watt amps fucking busting up on your ass. Can't even swallow your own freaking spit in your mouth. Sit there and choke to death. Could get cardiac arrest and stop your heart. Watch out, because we coming to take you hot. Huh. Alright. Now that I said that. Hit the like button. Subscribe. We in there. Dropping the link, guys. I know everybody's
get all up in it right now. I'm happy.
Yo.
We freaking We just destroyed an MVP quarterback yesterday.
Ooh, MCU Drew fucking got it. Bills fans can always swallow.
That's right.
What? Fucking dunked on him,
I mean,
bro.
we all say
Damn.
things that turn out to be true and wrong. I'm sick and tired of people coming at me like this is some kind of inquisition, man.
Fucking
You're
Drew.
not getting an apology out of me. You're not getting any of that nonsense.
Color,
We're
let him
adult
say it
people.
for 5 years, dude. Fuck, bro. Cares? Oh,
No.
man. Nah, let him continue to say it. Just make sure you're
No,
hitting
I'm
the
just
like
saying,
button.
there's so many more people that are more worthy of your energy than coming at a guy that
You know
said
what?
he could put up a 40
You
burger
want to get a clip to keep a receipt? Here you go.
I know, right?
Go ahead. There you go. There's one for you, bitch.
That's OnlyFans, only Capitan.
Whatever. Listen, I didn't break no fucking rules around this
No,
month.
but seriously, there's so many more people.
Ooh, and Joe comes in. MCU Drew goes, Bills fans can always swallow, and Joe says, and they always choke, bro.
Look, I'm not going to sit here and listen to you tell me what my feelings are, Dolphins Realtor.
Ooh, only
You're not
fans.
gonna
We're gonna
tell
start.
me I hate it on anybody.
Only Bills. Only fans are only Bills, because we can expect some
You know, I don't
gagging,
know how
some
people like
choking
you
on
can-
this bitch.
I don't know how people like you keep friends when you treat people that way.
Who.
People telling me that they know I'm a hater. They know I hate it. They know what my feelings are.
I don't know if you,
know,
guys
like, how
know
do you
this or
keep
not.
friends like that, bro?
I'll tell you more, because I'm a good friend with Color right now. Color and me are fucking homies to the homies. Ain't nobody got more love and heart and Color. That's why it hurts him so much. I'm just being real. Color is a sensitive person, and it hurts him so much for his love for the team. I had to kind of, when meeting him like Color, we got to kind of detach ourselves a little bit from this team, because the emotion is good, but we can't break. And you guys want to question, y'all want to question his love.
I'm just tired of people believing the worst in me because what? Because I don't suck on somebody's knob?
Yeah, I mean, listen, that's kind of the Bills' deal. We just did it. We got only Bills now, and you know they're famous for choking. God bless it, bro. Man,
I said I didn't.
The visuals
like
I got in my head.
Look
are
again.
Too much.
This is where you guys can't separate the man from the player. I said I disliked the way he was playing. Did you like the way he was playing?
First of all, I don't think anyone walks this earth.
You're looking at.
I don't think anybody really walks this earth with dislike for Tua. I mean, he's a hard guy to dislike. A guy who takes care of his family, God-fearing man, sweet, giving, community, stuff like that. What we disliked was that our metaphorical wagon was hitched up to a 5th overall pick that had been underwhelming for a myriad of contextual reasons. But the thing that was hard to live with is the people who were telling me that when I look at Tua play underwhelming, that I'm wrong and I don't know, and that my faith has to look. Hold on, Color. My faith has to overlook that. And then I would hear Tua talk about the things I seen and told people about, and he would say those exact words. And then now you say, "Don't believe my ears." Don't believe my ears. Don't believe my eyes. And I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Pretty sure, again, El Capitan is right. Always. And I was a poet and didn't know it. Actually, I did. But, again, this isn't one of them cases. And I promise when the film breakdown comes through, we're going to look at the first half, and all the criticism is going to be the exact same. But, man, they got to make these adjustments.
No,
Second half, look, they made all these adjustments. Look
it's like
Tua's hitting
like
down.
We're not even functioning with the same dictionary, okay?
Color.
I wouldn't listen to the reasoning. But just because I didn't buy into the reasoning means I didn't listen to it?
Color, you are arguing with a guy that says Josh Allen is the next Elway. He don't know shit. I'm pretty sure last night you said Flacco had 5 touchdowns. Come on. You're wasting your energy. Don't let that guy have it.
I mean, I just don't understand. Like, what language are we using here, people? Like, seriously.
Because it's an overreaction Monday.
Do they even know what the word hate means?
No, Color, they don't. Don't you understand?
I'm beginning to think.
No, Color, people don't know what words even mean anymore because we are desensitized between this and between what they do to us. They want to desensitize what words actually mean, so then nothing means anything, and we're all in a fucking bizarro world and go crazy. We're a bunch of walking fucking giant men, children, and women that need some fucking metaphorical something outside of the Lord to fucking lean on. Sorry, just dropping some real knowledge on you guys.
You know what?
But
you guys are validating something that a guy who can't even say Josh Allen is the next Kelly instead of Elway because he knows that Kelly didn't win a Super Bowl. Like, seriously.
Who's validating it? No one in the chat's validating.
Everybody.
Lewis,
the same
thank
thing.
you, Lewis.
Look,
I'm glad you caught it, Lewis, because that was real heart shit I just dropped on you.
This is what happened last night.
Keep a receipt on that, bitches.
This is what happened last night. This is why I couldn't tell who I was arguing with, because I've literally got Tua lovers in the chat saying the exact same thing that the Buffalo Bills fan is.
Well, I'm glad to have the Buffalo Bills fan on the side of the Dolphins, so much so that he subscribes and likes.
No, he's not. He's on the side of the people hating on me.
Color, you fuck them. How about...
I'm just saying. I'm just pointing out for the record that the Tua ears and the Buffalo fans
look at you guys
right now.
Holding hands against a Dolphin fan with Buffalo fans. Look at you. What are you guys doing? Look at what you're doing. This is bullshit. What kind of hypocrisy are we living in? You're going to hold hands all the way to Sunday? Come on.
I'm not getting mad, Dolphins Realtor. I'm getting excited. You know why?
Dolphins Realtor, I love you, buddy.
What that dope is saying.
Nah, Dolphins Realtor in the game, dog. Leave Dolphins Realtor out of it. He don't do that. He might be playing around right now, but I love you, Dolphins Realtor. I see you out there holding it down.
Yeah,
don't worry, Color.
I've been nothing but respectful to the guy,
and
but I get nothing but disrespect in return.
Color,
you know?
I think, if I may speak for Dolphins, if Dolphins Realtor, if I may speak for him, I think he thinks you like it. Gotta be real. I think he thinks you like this.
Well, I don't.
Okay, well, then I bet you Dolphins Realtor won't do it anymore unless he feels like he's on your side. Just saying real, because I know boy, I seen him out there. I like your Twitch too, or your TikTok. I mean, pretty good. Check out Dolphins Realtor on TikTok.
I'm disappointed right now because I expected better out of him.
Well, you know what? Yeah, he's not disrespecting you, Color. Don't take no disrespect. He's just poking at it. Whatever. He coming in here. We on cloud 9, everybody, so stop. 86 people in the room, only 40 likes. Get them likes up so I can drop this link, guys. Come on now. Come on. Get the likes up, get it to 50, and I'll drop the link.
I'm going to reiterate something I said last night. We do not time people out here except for the extreme, the legal reasons and stuff like that. But I ain't got no problem timing out a Buffalo fan. So you might want to be a little more respectful if you want to continue to chat in our chat.
Color, I didn't see him crossing the timeout line. You know where my timeout line is, right? You know where it is.
Well, I'm just saying that we block the spammers. If he's going to continue to spam, he'll be treated as such.
I don't know. We'll see about that. I expect
it's no different than the spam bots, in my opinion.
I expect the chat and shout out
over and over again. Color, take the L. That's spam, bro.
Color. I mean, listen, that's somebody who can't think beyond the same thing that obviously is working for you. Make them work a little harder. Shout out to all the members and the mods, guys. We appreciate it.
I'm talking about the Dolphins fan, Buffalo.
We are literally, I don't even know, 30, 40 away from 3,000. We're creeping on 3,000. We'll probably hit it by tomorrow or something like that. Thank you, everybody. Donators, sharers, members, mods, people who hit the like button, even the Bills fans that come around here often to troll. I like it. Come on, bring it. But I just want to say thank you to everybody. We have grown exponentially, and we expect to continue to grow with the Dolphins from now until they don't let me do this no more, because I ain't never going to stop, ever. And I can't wait for the Dolphins to beat the Bills this weekend, because that's just kind of who we are when in the sports world. We want more. We want more of everything.
More wine, more women, more table.
That's how I feel right now. I want more. I want it all.
Derrick Henry running up them bitches' ass like I'm watching on the highlight film right now. Buffalo getting destroyed by Derrick Henry.
I'm ready, and I'm going to be sitting from my ivory tower with other Dolphins fans, ready to watch the Bills game, acting like hedonism bot.
Let the games begin.
Literally going to be excited.
Real quick, Loach and Jackpot, I'm not avoiding your question. I just don't want this this show to spin out in that right now. You and I can have a discussion someday on whatever about why I think there's a difference, or maybe I didn't know there was a difference. But the point is, hate is a word that means something very distinct. Okay, the lines have been blurred about whether to an ear is a negative connotation or not, and we never heard that until recently. We also aren't the ones that coined the term. They are. So let us all know whether to an ear is a trope or not, and we'll stop.
Definitely
using
a trope.
Okay?
Definitely a trope.
One thing's for certain.
But that's
hater
what you do.
Is a trope.
I don't know.
It has been for centuries.
It is definitely
it's not a new
desensitizing.
word. There's no confusion about calling somebody a hater. Okay?
There is now.
Again, I didn't want to have this discussion, but I felt the need to answer the person's question because they were being serious and not trolling.
No, yeah, and Louch and Jackpot. No, and I see, and to an ears, I'm aware of the negative connotation, and you gotta admit this is how it goes, and this is a good burn too, just for all you guys.
What's the better word?
A good burn is you, and this is to be honest. And anytime you look into friggin', burn somebody face to face, look at what they're most proud of and tear that. That's what you attack. You don't go after their flaws. You go after the thing they are proudest of. You're like, damn, bro, what you think? You cool in your new shoes right there? Got your hair all did? What, you want to date? Loser? You know I ain't dating nobody. I'll fucking rip you up, bro. Damn, fuck all that. My point is that's funny. Two in ears, like, we're two in ears. Like, ha, you're two in ears. You know what? So what? Everybody relax. Color, you too. Relax. Gonna be all right. Gonna be all right.
Right. And to Dolphin Realtor's point, he says, okay, and that's fine. I appreciate you defining it. It's not that I didn't know. It's that I don't believe it should be used that way. Okay, fine. We disagree on that. He says hater, meaning you hate on the guy's skill, not like you wish his death. Okay, fine. And I'll say to an ear. Like you sing his praises like a to an ear.
You're not like El Capitan. Drink your haterade and be happy, dog.
You're a to an ear. You're whistling his praises. You're Pied piping for him. You're a to an ear.
I'm going to drink your haterade and be good and be quenched in my thirst for it. But I always want more. More table, more wine, more wins, more football. Mo, give it to me. And Roadrunner, you're right, dog. Like, I don't let much get to me in this. I have the football and the gameplay and the shortcomings and things like that, yes.
I just want to come
very few with this, because to me, I'm in a room by myself screaming at a screen, and I can't. I know everybody gets sucked into their devices, but I really just can't do that. I'm here alone. There's nobody really here. I mean, you guys are here, but you're not in this room. So I mean, if I can't put fucking hands on you if you're insulting me, then I'm not gonna take it so serious, because then I ain't gonna fucking matter. What am I gonna do?
And look, I agree with Dolphins Realtor. I'm trying to come to a median on this. I've been
can't color. There is no color. There is no zen
on either side.
There is no zen. There is no agreement. Nothing of a no one, because you'd have to be a ball sucking fucking loser to be that person, and no one can stomach that. Nobody. Even bro. Nah. Nope. No problem. And I don't. No. No,
and Joe Levesque, he's going with Elway because Elway finally got 2 wins after he lost 3 of them.
they threw those wins up the Elway. We know what time
know,
it is. Good on
I know.
you, fucking NFL. Wanted the
telling you.
legacy
it's
of
funny
Elway.
that Denver does that a lot. They did it for Elway and they did it for Manning.
Yep. Denver got, I mean, listen, when you sit on all the nuclear power weapons in the fucking world, you got a little bit of pull. So, just
And Mike
being real.
Catania's got it right. That's what El Capitan taught me, Mike Catania. Color loves a good fight. Does he fight fair? I don't know, but he fights to win.
I didn't know it's fucking lie, bro. Color fucking fights, bro.
He
He'll
ain't fighting
get in
to
a
win.
scrap.
He ain't fighting. I mean, come on. That's precisely what I've been trying to tell Tua for 6 months.
So the Tua nevers, I hear you, Dolphins Realtor, but again,
And to be
you
honest
guys
with
know,
Dolphins Realtor, I'm going to be honest right here with Dolphins Realtor. At halftime Sunday, I was that guy. I had enough finally, and I let it hang. I let it fly.
good Lord, Color,
Like
just take
Tua
the
did.
L.
Right. Just like Tua let it fly.
All
in
right,
the
you
second
kinda got
half,
it on
I
that
let it fly in the at halftime, man.
So, the Tua nevers, again, I understand the Tua near against the Tua hater or never, and their friction in between. But in my paradigm, in my paradise of Dolphin fandom, there's room for you all at the tailgate party that never stops. For the cast-offs, give me you're tired, you're worn, you're fucking deformed, you're stupid, you're everything. I want them all. Because I, in so many ways, could sit above and judge downward. I don't let that happen. There'll be no totem polling, no gatekeeping, no nothing around me. Because I'll
we all get a
burn
hot
this.
dog.
I'll
Yeah.
burn this bitch to the fucking ground before I let that happen. That don't fly on Capitan watch. And I got your L right here.
I'll burn
dog.
up a
I
hot
got
dog
your
for
L.
anybody.
I got your L right here, bro, and I'm holding on to it for Sunday for you.
I'm telling the next Elway, you ain't got to apologize. I'm not a
No apologize. No, he wants you to
precisely what I'm
apologize,
trying to
Color.
say.
He
I'm
wants
upset
you,
about
Color.
people expecting
He's
you to
not
apologize.
apologizing. He wants you to apologize, Color. That's not what he's saying. He's not saying he apologized.
Oh,
He
well,
wants
go
you to
figure.
apologize.
See what happens when I start believing the best in people?
Yeah, what's wrong with you? Sharif, Mr. Paul, Russell, what is up, guys?
What's happening?
Hey, how's it
We
going?
lost Sharif. What's
I
up,
mean,
Mr.
guys,
Paul?
come on.
Listen.
AB has learned to accept my perspective. Come on, guys.
So,
I mean,
Yes.
I want to say this. You know, we all have our opinions about the Miami Dolphins, period. And when I come up with my opinion, whether I'm wrong or right, I'm gonna stick by it. But if I'm wrong, I'm gonna learn from it. But my thing is this: I'm not gonna sit and listen to a bunch of foolishness because I don't have time for it. And I'm not, like I said, I don't have time for it, and I'm not gonna listen to it. When it comes down to some of these so-called Buffalo fans that jumping on these podcasts, hey, y'all can say what you want, but you're not gonna change who I am. I'm a diehard Dolphin fan. I'm gonna say what I want to say, and they can't do nothing about it.
That's
Plain
right,
and
Mr.
simple.
Paul. That's right, Mr. Paul.
So-
And you know
so-
what? There's a line from that 50 Cent movie. It's not 50 that says it. It's the other guy that was in the Avengers for the one time. His partner in crime in there, and he goes, "Even if I'm wrong, I'm still right because I could." Or no, he goes, "Even when I'm wrong, I'm right because I could have been right, so I'm never wrong."
There you
That's
go.
I love it, bro, because he's like, look, I wasn't wrong for thinking or feeling the way I did. I'm just, over time it changes, but I was never wrong in my feelings to act the way I act, because when you have a little bit of self-control and a little bit of patience, you're not fucking just flying off the handle with nonsense. You're actually calling things for how they are.
And see, AB, I know that you and I know what the real score is, bro. You can say whatever you want, bro. I know you and I know what the score is.
And one
I don't
more
know
thing.
what
To your
score is.
point about wanting to that I'm not allowed in the Tua train. I built the Tua train, buddy. I built that train. Y'all wouldn't have a train to sit your King Tua on if I didn't build the damn thing.
First of all, I am flying a jet, not a train, so you guys get with the fucking times. Sorry, continue. Welcome, Sharif, Cap for Life. Lewis, welcome, fellas.
What's up? What's
What
up,
up?
Russell, Lewis, Cap for
Things
life,
up, man.
Chef?
What's going on? What's going on? Cap, I haven't heard from you at all, brother. How you been?
Man, trying to maintain my composure here with the amount of craziness these past 24 hours, man. I cannot believe what I saw. I really cannot believe what I saw.
Cap, I'm right there with you. I gotta be honest. I didn't know if we were gonna ever see the dog in Tua, and you guys heard me. I said, listen, that dog don't come out, wins or losses and stuff like that. Tyreek sitting here not getting touchdowns, whatever the case may be, even the numbers could be fairly okay. But the team with the leaders and the thing and how everything's converged on making Tua work this year for the better, to bring that dog out of him. If it didn't happen by week 5 or 6, this team was going to have a fucking mute.
Can I add to that, Capitan? Do you
Sure,
realize
Sharif.
did anyone notice that Tyreek having a bunch of cramps wanted to get back in there? He was like, let's do a F-it play, man. Get me the ball downfield.
Sharif,
Even though I have cramps, I'm willing to have fun and
Sharif,
kill these dudes.
I hear the
epic
cramps
play,
and
man.
stuff. I don't know. I err on the side. I err on the side of. You can say the F word. We can cuss around here. You're all good, Sharif. But I err on the side.
Let's run a fucking play, man. Let's fucking go, man.
Listen, I err on the side of entertainment sometimes, and a little bit of gamesmanship at that. Oh, Tyreek's a little banged up. Maybe that's why they played him a little soft on that first touchdown, because they were like, oh, he's not. He fucking throttled him a little bit. Maybe he did. We are going to break down this film. It's going to be fun film to break down, because as critical as I'm going to be, and I always will stay the exact same criticism, because I promise you, all of you, the first half will be broken down in a way that is twice as more scrutiny than anything I'm going to do, because these guys, it's their fucking job and craft. It's their duty, and they're doing it right, and I'm looking at it on Sundays from week to week, just 2 weeks so far, that they are being critical, and they are making the adjustments, and they're working on it and getting the job done. Lewis.
Yeah, good afternoon, fellas. Thank you, Cap, for this afternoon show.
What's up, Lewis?
What up, everybody? Yeah, listen, yesterday we all got to see what we all been asking for. So the kid showed greatness. I don't think anybody up here, well, let me not speak for anybody. I'm not willing to come out and say, he's franchise quarterback. Let's give him $50 million right now. But at the same time, just keep stringing good to great games together and leading this team. The biggest thing for me was just about the leading. Cap, I told you yesterday, the look that Tua had in his eyes yesterday, walking up and down the sideline, that's what this kid has been missing.
Oh my God, bro!
Me,
the performance, I believe he could do. That part that came out, that switch that clicks on, that adult man switch. It's like a fight or flight, but it's like controlled chaos in its way. I didn't know if we were ever gonna see it from him at any point. We did, but real quick,
Can I
before you
pick
go,
back on something that Lewis said?
Yeah, real quick, I want to shout out and say hey to Pete. What's happening, Pete?
Hey, man, I like your show. This is my first time on. Thanks for having me on. I was there live, and it was electric. And all Dolphin fans need to appreciate how difficult that stadium is, their M&T Stadium. That place was it was spiking at 113 on the decibel meter.
Wow.
It was. I mean, those fans, they don't give up their tickets, but I still think, maybe 15-20% are still Dolphin fans. So we've always
showed out pretty good in away games. Even when we were bad, this team travels really good. Now that we're good, look out. We've been to be invading stadiums all over the globe, bro.
Yep.
All over the globe, bro.
Yep.
Right.
But Dolphin fans have always been well represented, even in London.
Yes.
Like we've
Yes.
always
Yeah.
Yes,
been,
we have.
You
I heard
see
in
the
Germany
jerseys.
too, and Mexico.
So
Germany,
many
Mexico,
jerseys.
Brazil. Shout out to Brazil. I'll tell you what, you know where we got a massive friggin' Dolphins following? Scandinavia.
Ooh.
I'm telling you, you guys would be shocked at the numbers of Scandinavians that watch this program for the Dolphins content that I put out. It would shock all of you guys.
Shout out to them. And
Shout out
let
to
me
the
tell you,
Scandinavians, bro.
Did you see? Imagine now the Dolphin fans in Baltimore yesterday who had to try and leave the stadium safely. like a lot.
No. I'll
You could
contradict
see that.
Yeah, you know what, Pete, and I heard, Pete, I would like you to clarify, but I heard the same thing. I heard that they were very respectful on the way out of a lot of Dolphin fans.
Yeah, if you're a respectful Dolphin fan, Ravens fans are cool. They're not jerks. If you're, I mean, you can't act like a jerk. You can't act like an asshole.
Let's take over the Bill Stadium like that later in the year.
I want to pick back on something that Lewis said.
Go ahead.
Hello. Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Mr. Bo.
And Lewis heard me say this on another podcast. Like the first game that Tua played, that Tua didn't have the energy and looked like he wasn't himself. And I said that with the second game that I want to see the Tua that we've seen. So what I'm trying to say is that I'm not gonna lie. I'm one of the persons that is straddling the fence with Tua. The first game, I started getting concerned, but he flipped me with the second game. And then also, too, it's not just Tua, it's the whole team. It's the whole team, include especially. I'm gonna tell you too, special teams were looking kind of sloppy.
Oh, I have some thoughts on that. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wait, share, because I sure would like to know what's going on.
Yeah, Pete, you had a great vantage point. Why don't you give on that, and then I want to throw it to Russell. Go ahead, Pete.
Yeah, because I was sitting there, I had a pretty good view around the 20-yard line, and when we were lining up on the kickoff, Holland was wide right, which is where the run came up. And I actually said to a bunch of Ravens fans there in front of us, we were talking to these guys, and I'm like, I can't believe Javon Holland is on kickoff coverage. Because I wouldn't risk Javon Holland in that situation.
I agree.
And then he just it was like he drifted in the middle as if he was like the last resort free safety on the kickoff coverage. And if that was the case, there was nobody to contain that edge. And then Holland got just sucked up and stuck on a block, and it was not a good look.
And I wonder, is this shuffling of that type of stuff in direct effect of Hunter Long and Ethan Carter both being out yesterday? Both those guys get some special team snaps. Look, I think mostly on that kickoff is that it was designed to be out the back. No one was prepared. The play call was to boot it out the back, and we got caught flat-footed. And before you knew it, they had scored a touchdown. And yes. I don't think we'll ever see that. I don't think we'll ever see that from this football team again, where they're flat-footed. Maybe a good guy will break some tackle stuff, but if you go back and watch it, they were spread out. They weren't digging in. They didn't get off their block. Like, it was almost over before it began with how they got to the ball and executed on that special teams. Shout out, man. The boys crawled. Baltimore led the game till the Dolphins won it. They led the game till the Dolphins won it. I mean, this is an amazing victory, and even more of an amazing leap that hopefully we're going to hang our hat-ons with this young man at quarterback, bro. Hopefully.
I want to see consistency.
And if you would allow me, Captain, I can put a little more shine on that if y'all want.
Please do. Shine away.
Instead of trying to defend every word I've used in the last 6 months. So, anyway, first of all, Lamar finished the day yesterday with, we've said it already, 142.6 passer rating. That's who Tua beat yesterday. Passer rating, completion percentage was 72.4 for Lamar Jackson, for a total of 318 yards and 3 touchdowns, 21 for 29. Tua, on the other hand, finishes with a little lower passer rating, but well acceptable and above average, and dare I say elite, 124.1. Last week's was 104.4, so that's an improvement in his passer rating week over week. His completion percentage was 72 on the nose. That's same as Lamar's, within decimal points. For 469 yards, 36 for 50, and 6 touchdowns.
Look at Al Bundy. He got beat.
Now, you guys have to
he
realize,
beat the Al Bundy record. That's the real fucking treasure.
I'm begging the people that think I'm a hater to realize that despite what your guys' belief and faith was, Tua, if you're honest with yourself, has never shown an indication of that. You can say flash, you can say he had this or that or the other game, but there's nobody in the league history that's shown what Tua showed yesterday. He literally broke records. So you're not going to tell me that any of you all predicted that. You're not going to tell me that when you all were telling me I didn't know what I was looking at with Tua.
Plenty did, but they color plenty can say they predicted it, but no one can show me evidence to the contrary where it wasn't other than hope. Now, in the NFL, now back in college, I seen that same kind of monster on the sidelines. I just didn't know if he was going to be there ever again in the NFL. For whatever reasons, you can say the hip, the injuries, the Flores debacle, all those stuff. Sometimes people just never come back. You know what I'm saying? And it wouldn't be the first case of a college quarterback to just fizzle out in some form like that. And honestly, as a Dolphins fans, it would be just our fucking luck to have that happen to us, honestly. But that kid showed that he still has the heart to make that monster come out, and God bless him for it. Russell, go ahead.
Real quick before you go, Russell.
Oh my God.
I thought you'd never ask Josh Allen as the next Elway. I was hoping you would have the lack of intelligence enough to go and throw that statement out.
You fell right into his snare.
You did. And here's the trap cinching down on you right now, okay? At halftime yesterday, Lamar Jackson had a 158.3 passer rating.
Mm-hmm.
We beat that. So unless Josh Allen petitions Roger Goodell to change the algorithm and he's going to bring a 158.4, he's got nothing for us. I hope you guys win tonight.
Can I just say this?
No, I want to throw it to Russell. Russell's been waiting. But before you go, Russell, I just want to say, any other way, everyone has been talking about Lamar earned his bag yesterday. He threw. He did everything you could ever ask of him. And now you want to defer that their defense fell short, fine. But I know what they're not saying, and what they'll diminish, and it's already begun, is what Tua did do. And that's okay. That's all right. He has to earn a little bit more in the stripes for that. Russell, please.
Funny how we don't say that the Falcons defense collapsed in the Super Bowl. No, we say Tom Brady was the GOAT.
That's right. Go ahead, Russell.
So I unfortunately my time's short. I got to get back to work here soon, but I'm actually not even going to talk about the game. I'm going to make some bold takes.
Ooh, I love it.
That's what I'm here for today.
Let's go.
So I believe Tua found himself yesterday.
I think so
in that
too.
Fourth quarter. And if that's the case, I'm going to
look out.
My original prediction for this team was 12-5. I actually had us going to the AFC Championship game against Buffalo and losing. If we go into week 3 and we beat Buffalo, I don't care if it's by 1 point, 10 points, 20 points. We are going 14-2, and we are a Super Bowl contender without a doubt. And especially if Tua is the reason we win on Sunday.
We beat Buffalo in a way where you're talking about where Tua is the guy. It's going to be a race come the final 3-4 weeks between us looking at Buffalo, who sits at top of number 1 in the AFC, and that's something I want to sit in.
That's why I think we go 14-2, because I see us maybe dropping a game or two, just 15. Simply having a bad game.
You'll have them.
The talent that we've had to face in these first 3 games.
Nobody goes undefeated.
Not anymore.
If anyone was.
And I'm not going to claim that, because it's normal for a team to drop a game or 2 in today's NFL. With that being said, I think if we do, and preface, if we win on Sunday, I'm changing my prediction to 14-2. And I think we still play that AFC Championship game against the Buffalo Bills, except now I pick us to win.
Thanks for that, Russell. Hey, guys, and Russell would get this too. I'm going to call action right now, all you guys up here, everybody in chat, except for the Buffalo fan. Okay? So think about it.
I'm getting spammed right now. Buffalo fans, you bring this spam up in here. Look what I got to do.
I know, right?
I have a couple more bold takes.
Yeah, let Russell
Russell
eat up what time he's got.
Go ahead, Russell, because I'm gonna take you all down a trip for a second. So go ahead, Russell.
Yeah.
I also wanted to make the bold take that if Tua continues on his trajectory, I originally had him throwing 36 touchdowns to 9 interceptions. I will now bump that over 40, without a doubt.
Shit, bro.
And I'm going to tell you why, because he is already based on his numbers right now. He's on pace for over 6,000 yards and 60 touchdowns.
Yeah, but I mean, I got
Russell,
you.
I did the math
We're talking about a game where he had 6 touchdowns and like 5 and almost 500 yards.
Over 40. That's why I'm not saying.
You know what though, Russell? You're bringing the proper energy. It's overreaction. Monday, you were on point with what is supposed to happen,
Russell,
bro.
I can actually bring a little validity to your overreaction on the 6,000 yards, right?
I think he throws for 40, 44, and
listen real quick,
42 touchdowns.
I did the math yesterday and found that he's on pace right now after 2 games for 62-82. Now we all know 2 games, that's not a sample size. I'm not being stupid and thinking that's going to be real. However, I did the math last year for what he was on pace for. Had he played 17 games, he was on pace for 32-84. Okay, if you average 62-82 and 32-84, you get 4,700 roughly, and that is a realistic.
45. I just said 45.
That is a realistic goal.
Damn, Russell.
What we saw yesterday.
I know my
Russell, you're getting close, bro.
Absolutely put
42 touchdowns and still less than 10 interceptions. I'm still calling it right now. 42 and 9. That's my other bold take. Here's my biggest bold take of the day.
Let's hear it.
Tua will be a top 3 MVP this season.
Oh, wow.
I like that.
Hey, now, I know it's not really a comeback year, but damn, dude, wouldn't it be if we get to the playoffs, when we're AFC champs, AFC East champs, whatever, I mean, I know, like, comebacks, is it only injuries that comeback comes from? Because, I mean, Tua had injuries. I would say the world kind of rid him off. Would it be a comeback year, comeback kind of thing with him, or we would just have to go for that MVP? I don't know. I don't know how the parameters of the comeback thing works. I think it's just for injuries, though. But damn,
for
dude,
Tua to win the MVP, he's gonna have to outperform Mahomes and Josh Allen, and that's a big ass. That's why I said he'll be top 3.
Well, the Bills have to go against the Dolphins, so that defense could really hurt that fucking number.
It is fair for a lot of people to believe that his deficiencies have been because of his injury, even though it wasn't in the same year. So I don't see why you couldn't make an exception and still go with comeback player, because let's face it, the injury, even though it was 2 or 3 years removed, is a big part of why he hasn't been what we saw yesterday.
Can I address this though?
It's a breakout year, not a comeback year.
Russell,
I guess so. Breakout better.
I know, but for the people talking MVP, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to crap on the parade. I'm just trying to say that
a bold take.
MVP is about politics.
Man, I don't know.
There's a
I don't know where I'm getting the feedback, but I'm getting some feedback.
Yeah, I'm getting static.
You're getting static too, Pete? Hold on, Pete. Let me see. I don't know. I don't hear it now. I think it's you, Pete. I just put you on mute, Pete.
It's color.
Change your name.
Oh, you think it's color?
Is it me? How am I doing now?
I don't know. Sounds good. Of course, of course, Pete says static, then it goes away. It disappears. Not that it was you, Pete, but like a second we all try to find it.
I had my mic off.
Russell, you got one more before I go real quick?
I want to go after Russell because I think
hold on, Sharif.
Yeah, let Russell kill it.
Finish because he had the jet.
Tyreek and Waddle are going to combine for over 2,500 yards.
Russell
All right, real quick before you go, Sharif.
That's not really a hot take, though. That's not really a hot take at all.
It's not.
Hell yeah, it
I
is.
feel that's very viable, regardless of what happened yesterday.
Before you go, Sharif, I want to continue the shine real quick. And I know it's only 2 games, but it's our name there and nobody else's. So, and you know, every fan in this, and every fan base in this league would be saying the same thing I am right now. Okay, the Miami Dolphins are currently in sole possession of first place in the AFC East, no matter what Buffalo does tonight. Okay?
Again, say it louder, Colin. I didn't hear you.
That's
say it louder.
not all.
Say it for the people in the back.
Miami Dolphins are currently in sole possession of first place in the entire American Football Conference. We have a tiebreaker against the Chiefs right now because they have only played one conference game. We are the number one team in the AFC. Right?
Say it with your chest.
Hey,
say it with your chest.
And we will be
tomorrow. This weekend.
And we will be tomorrow because nothing that Buffalo does tonight will change that positioning.
So see, here's the other part of this, Color. You know how I told you if we beat Buffalo this weekend, we go 14-2. You know what that signifies, right? That's the number one seed in the playoffs. We literally.
You mean 14-3, right?
Which we currently hold.
Exactly.
You're right. 15-2.
Yeah, that's right, Russell. Make the adjustment. 15-2. 15-2.
It's 14-3 or me, it's 13.
Take you down a trip for a second. I want everybody to follow me.
On a famous rocket ship.
The Fins tailgate is going to need your help going forward. And then Sharif will be able to have the floor. So here it is, okay? You all remember my prediction for division standings at the end of the year, right?
Mine was 5-1.
I do. Color.
Just to reiterate for people that never hear it, I said Miami, Patriots, Buffalo, Jets. And the Buffalo Bills fans, the Buffalo Bills network clipped that, me saying that.
Yep.
It went viral, and they proceeded to make fun of it in their fan base for like
they
a
still
week
do.
Straight.
They just brought it back up yesterday, guys, because they're already scared of the Dolphins.
I'm going to need y'all's help, okay? If Buffalo loses tonight, which is a real possibility, being they're playing somebody that plays them tough and can beat them, okay? If they lose tonight and we win next week against them, okay, and the Patriots win their game, and the Jets lose theirs, as of next Monday,
right there.
The division will be Miami, New England, Buffalo.
Well, color.
Jets.
I just said,
ladies and gentlemen, when that happens, I'm going to need every one of you because I'm going to clip them making fun of me for that.
So you're going to need some Josh Allen.
We want that shit trending on Twitter, man.
Yeah, well, listen.
Yeah, you're going to need
do that
Josh
when it
Allen to
happens.
get knocked out for that.
Well, we did kind of talk about that could be the way he keeps running like this. He can't live forever doing that type of stuff. But, I mean, listen, the Jets could even win next week, and all of a sudden the Bills are last in the AFC East.
Yeah,
Could you imagine? Or tied for last with the Jets, bro. Are you kidding me, bro?
I would laugh.
It starts tonight with a Buffalo Bills loss.
We'll still take the W if that happens, Capitan, because it still remains that Buffalo is not in first or second, and that's the ultimate
target on them.
They got pissed about. So let's let them have it. If that's how it is next Monday morning after we,
they're not first even with the win right now. They never thought they wouldn't sit in first over the Dolphins. They've been looking through the Dolphins since last year, and they have beat us a lot in recent memory. But they walk around with this air of confidence like they've accomplished something. The only thing they've accomplished is to continue to be Buffalo in the playoffs and fall short. Go ahead, Sharif. You've been waiting.
One other thing. Josh Allen, I'm sorry, bro. Now you've really insulted me. Okay? I wasn't insulted before.
What? Because he said he's a flat earther? He's calling you a flat earther?
Bro, like, come on. That's crossing the line, dude.
Listen, first of all, Color fucking literally uses flat earthers as his barometer for idiots. Literally, when I talk. He literally uses it. He's like, it's like these flat earthers, man. I'm like, Color, enough with the flat earther. And then here it is in your face, Color. How the fuck did Josh Allen know that would get to you? How did he fucking know that? Who are you, Josh Allen, the next Elway? Because I call bullshit. I call bullshit.
I think it's a Dolphin fan that hates me that's using the veil of Buffalo fandom to
Wow, you sick fuck, bro. You're a sick fuck, Josh Allen, next Elway. You're literally wearing Buffalo type of love for as a shadow offender of Dolphin fandom to come after color. That's a sick obsession. You need to stop touching yourself watching the show. Continue, Sharif. Go
really
ahead.
doing something right.
Yeah, so-
But go ahead, Sharif. I know I've cut you off like 5 times now, man. Go ahead,
That's
bro.
all right, brother. But I think what's important here is to evaluate the defense. And Color and Capitan, you remember like 2 months ago I came on the show and I asked you, if Boyer plays this soft coverage shit 11 yards off receivers, right? Remember that question I brought up? This is before the season. And I brought it up because we would know if Alexander or Flores had an effect on the better coverage. What I mean is by the better zero blitz coverage is when they check off to the first read on the blitz of the opponent, but we're able to glove them and tackle them to the ground. Now, what I saw Sunday is 11 yards off, need a man X, and what happens is when Bateman, a guy who can do a move or two, when he catches the ball, now X is still 6 yards off. With one move, now you're basically chasing this guy. And
So, Sharif, I heard you earlier, and I know what you're talking about, but I can't really fault him so much. Making the adjustments took a little bit of time. That I can fault him on.
Yes,
but
and so
but
I just
but
wanna explain
but
those-
but,
give context.
but
Let me
playing
just give
but
Let me
playing.
just give context. Let me just give
Go ahead.
context, Capitan. If you're 11 yards off and you need to drive on the ball because of a zero blitz, you need to be at least 6 yards off. That way, did you notice when X nearly took it to the house?
Well,
on the
just
interception?
to be clear,
Mhm.
you don't play it that way, Sharif, because the zero blitz chops the time. Okay, so if you leave the underneath stuff, it almost is an easy out to defeat the zero blitz because you can throw it as they rush with no time and get the shorter routes. So you really got to play kind of tight. Problem was yesterday, the facts remain, is that fucking Bateman has upped his game, and he was fast as shit,
Yeah,
and
but
his
that
catching
was-
ability
but
has
this is
gotten a
what I'm
hell of a
saying,
lot
though,
better,
Capitan.
and he got a
That
few on
would've
us, bro.
Never happened. That would have never happened in
Can I throw a
2019,
tidbit?
2020, 2021. Hold on, I need to finish this because nobody's understanding what I'm saying here. You need to be able to drive on the ball with a zero blitz and bring the guy to the ground. What I'm saying for Boyer is his adjustments was too late. We never allow 42 points as a Alexander or Flores defense. What I asked earlier 2 months ago is if Boyer does this, obviously that means Alexander and Flo had an effect on a better placement for our corners. Meaning Bateman wouldn't have time to do a move and then frickin' go to the house. I've
No,
never
because
seen that.
Sharif,
I've
you're missing
seen
two
that.
optics. You're missing two optics on here. Number one, they wanted to load extra in the box, take away the easy underneath stuff, because number one, Lamar has a tendency to throw those kind of bad, so those could have turned into turnovers. Number two, we really cinched in on the run game all day, and outside of Lamar
But that
breaking
has
one to
nothing
the
do
house,
with you
I
playing
know,
off
but that's
coverage.
it
That has
does.
nothing to do
It
with that.
does.
No.
It does, bro. It
'Cause he
does.
tightened
I'm
it up
telling
in
you
the
because
third and fourth.
I'm telling
So,
you, it
By
does.
film, they
It
tightened it
does.
up in the third and the fourth, El Capitan. And I'm
They
saying
did.
They did. Exactly. And players were able to drive on the ball and bring receivers to the ground. Do you agree?
I'm gonna look at the film, Sharif,
I've already
and I'll
watched the
probably.
film.
I don't
See,
know
my
how
thing
because
is
I don't
this.
have the all 22. I got to see the all 22.
No,
So I got to be able to
watched the
see
film
who
of
I
the,
can't.
first and fourth quarter on defense. But what I'm saying is, in order to because the zero blitz is going to make the opponent quarterback look at the first blitz read. And when they do successfully, we're still able to bring them to the ground. What I'm saying is Boyer.
Yeah, but they
didn't know
tried
what
to
the
take
hell he
away
was
the
doing.
first
I'll
read.
tell you what
He
I
didn't know
saw.
what the hell he was doing. I'm saying.
Yes, he did,
why
bro.
couldn't-
Boyer made
no,
the
he didn't.
adjustments. Listen, he
He
made
did.
the adjustments. He
But in
did.
the
He made
first
the
half-
adjustments.
I'll tell you what I saw. They were
Let us know,
that's what I'm
Pete.
saying.
They
And
were
I would like to see
targeting
a
Brandon
better
Jones in
call.
coverage.
I would like to
Of
see
course
better
they were.
calls.
They were targeting Brandon Jones in coverage. Thank you, Pete, because that's what I saw as well. Lamar read off of Jones and where he was at in the play. And if they were on single and they liked their chances on their one-to-one with their option routes, and I bet you the option route, well, not just Mark Andrews, but also even on X, they targeted at X and had success, which has not happened. But they ran the option routes, and I guarantee you it was discussed, because if the safety is drift over to where the stacked coverage is as the backup and leaves X out there on an island, they're gonna take whatever option route they had discussed, and it was that inside, because X played with a little bit of room. And that's it. We just got cut a little bit of time. But the only way to fix that is to move the safety over. And that's the difference. I'm telling you.
Was move them like 4 yards up. They were also attacking Landon Roberts every chance they got.
Well, Landon Roberts is definitely where you want to go at in the passing game. You got to.
So
it's a smart play.
For El Capitan is better calls by Boyer to put our corners in position. So if we show the zero blitz, be able to tackle the first read blitz and bring him to the ground. Not freaking, Bettman's got the ball, but he's now do one move, and now we're off to the races.
They played over aggressive, and it wasn't far off the ball. They were right on the line in press a couple of times. On that touchdown, he was in press, and that was in the first half.
And also, weren't we missing Byron Jones as well?
Yes, we are still missing Byron Jones, but here's the thing. Their offensive plan worked well against our defensive plan. They were ready. We made the adjustments.
We're able to bring that guy to the ground. What's what I'm saying? In a perfect.
I'm telling you, that exact touchdown throw that we got cooked with is the exact type of zero blitz that we get home with often. And that's it. Lamar played great yesterday as a passer, and a pocket passer at that. And that was something, not that we didn't anticipate, but we didn't anticipate that guy being there the way he was. And that's it. And
like MVP Lamar again.
He really fucking did, Pete. That guy he was on point.
And let's face it, some of us predicted that he would in this season in general, because, you know, I've been of the belief that the regression we've seen has a lot to do with the error in Baltimore when it comes to his contract deal, the way they
I
look
think
at
Lamar
him,
not too dissimilar than Tua.
Yeah, I mean,
and he doesn't get excuses, because I don't know why. And I'm not here to fucking prop up Lamar because he's a fucking MVP. He props himself up just fine. But Tua didn't have good results his first 2 years because of what happened behind closed doors. Lamar is no different than anyone else. These are human beings, and they obviously, I mean, look, from what's being reported, they went ahead and tried to show him up with the bag and everything like that. But this is after they've been shopping him, number one, and they still are. Number two, they trade his best friend and get his best friend in the contract to not be able to tell him. They just did him dirty behind his back when he felt like he was going to be a part of their future. So wherever that goes and happens, that's fine. But Sharif, to what you're saying,
well, real quick,
in an assessment and a plan on how you attack Lamar the way they did last year, it was very eerily similar. The problem I will have for Boyer is that why would you come out doing the exact same thing that worked last year and expect that they weren't going to be prepared for it, and that's kind of what happened, bro, really, to be honest with you.
And what I'm saying technically is, in our perfect zero blitz, if any opponent's offense gets the first read, because you're going to send 7,
what's up, Lance?
First read is never
What's happening, brother?
Brought to the ground. And now all I'm saying, in our perfect world, any receiver that gets that read,
Sharif, and you're not wrong. You're not wrong, because you're giving them the soft underneath.
11 yards. If Boyer has them off 11 yards, we see where Xavier had to push Bateman out for the 10-yard gain on a zero blitz. Normally, Flo never has X off that far, is my point. That guy is already brought to the ground. And what I'm saying is, whatever Boyer does not know, because Alexander's Flo is here, please make the adjustments, because the zero blitz will never leave a guy not getting brought to the ground. You're immediately brought to the ground, or you're playing off too far.
So, Sharif, they didn't want them to even get the pass off. That's why they played as close as they did in playing in this spot. I'm telling you.
Being afraid of
I don't know. All I know is at the end of the game,
Boyer didn't
look good to me. So the spacing looked good to me. That's what I saw. Anyways, I gotta sign off, guys. Thank you so much.
Pete.
Later,
Yeah.
Pete. Take it easy, bud.
Take
Thanks
care,
for
Pete.
coming. Come back around, Pete.
Yeah,
You hop
thanks a
on
lot.
anytime, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Big
Real
done.
quick, guys.
Notice
Let me
in the
let me
third
let me
and
do the
fourth
rundown.
quarter,
We just passed an hour.
That thing you said about Tua touchdowns, it's even worse than you said. They
do you
actually
mean?
combined the two words. It's
Yeah, I
Tua
know.
touchdowns.
Yeah,
Like
two
that,
touchdowns.
come on, NFL, do better, man.
Yeah, I
That's
know they.
terrible.
I thought my tweet was better. Tua take the game over Viola. I thought
Right.
that was better than what they
I
did.
just-
I
That
mean,
is actually much better.
yeah, Tua take the game over Viola. That's it kind of rolls off the tongue. And when you say his name in like its whole name, the Samoan pronunciation of his entirety, it has almost as many syllables too. Which don't even ask me to frickin' say. But anhoo, guys, hit the like button. Take.
I saw that in the stream I was watching.
Hit the like button, guys. Make sure to check out all the great content. Talk 17 my Tuesdays, live around 9. Color commentary on Thursday nights, and also you can catch color on Saturday mornings. Late night exhale, you can catch Ali doing some different stuff, fantasy talk, all kinds of good stuff. Maybe there'll be some Bring the Smoke. I think it will be, right, Ali? I mean, we're talking Buffalo.
Yeah, I invite all the Miami
Bring the
Dolphins
smoke,
fans.
yep.
I bring
And all the Bills
smoke,
fans.
Talk all the shit you want. Come to my show. That's what we're going to be doing.
And then every other night of the week and day of the week, you can catch me, El Capitan. Fridays, you guys can catch Brandon the Bookie come in there doing some bookmaking, getting in his bets and everything like that. Cash App, Venmo, help to support the channel, you guys. You can also support hitting the link in the description for Fanatics. Get yourself some Dolphins gear. Buy yourself a Tua jersey and get it through the link in the description for Fanatics. Also, got a link to some of our good swag. If you guys go to the secondary site, use offer code TFTG, all caps, 10, and you'll get 10% off all the new gear, fire cups, tumblers, everything. And then if you use offer code hashtag TFTG at Backroom Collections, you'll get 10% off everything they got too. Donate to the channel, help support. We really appreciate it, guys. And Greg, glad you slid in here, buddy. What's going on?
How we all doing this fine afternoon?
It's great, man. You know what? There's been a little bit of strife in the fan base, back and forth. But I gotta be honest, man. The receipt keeping, albeit the Bills fans in here trolling with their receipts. There's not a overreaction of gatekeeping anymore around here. I feel like people are like, okay, I loved what I seen. Let's see him do it again. We are on the mend, ladies and gentlemen. As far as whatever divide everyone was talking about, I fucking hate when they talk about it, and here I am going to talk about it. Because when you talk about a divide, you merely bring up a real divide, one that isn't even really there. So, this metaphorical divide is on the mend, and this team handles its business and continues up. We will be unified under one force where, let's be real, we fight so good that our only equal is ourselves. And we've only been able to fight amongst each other because that's where the equal is found. For whatever reason, we find full unity, and Tua has the ability to do this along with Mike McDaniel and his team, obviously, to unleash a fury onto fandoms that no one has ever been deal with. We will become the most hated and feared fan base of all time because we will have a football team that is good on all sides of the ball with great play, and a fan base that's gonna fucking take you to the house. We're gonna be in your ass so bad you're gonna be shitting Dolphins colors the rest of your life.
We coming.
That's why they still hate us, boy.
By the way, we're
That's
if
why
I tell you what, if we beat Buffalo, if we beat Buffalo and fucking Cincinnati.
Hold on, Lance. If anybody,
Dude, we beat Buffalo. We're a hop skipping away from 5-0 in the start of this motherfucker season. Let's go.
The Buffalo fans are already afraid. Sunday's game didn't even come by yet, and Saturday they were already popping out of the woodwork.
They got a game tomorrow. They're worried about us. They got a game tomorrow. They're shook on us. They're busy looking through the freaking Titans.
Yeah.
They're gonna lose to them because they're too busy looking to us. They went from looking through us to us being the only thing that they can see. We're already in your heads.
If anybody needs some guidance on how to turn your poo aqua, there is a way to do it.
Yeah, it's called you eat those blue gummies, and it'll do it.
Blueberry cereal.
Blueberry cereal, dude. That artificial.
Yo, the blue dye in that cereal.
Yep.
Will turn your shit aqua. I swear.
It ain't. Listen, I'm not kidding. He's not wrong. I got little kids, and you can do the same thing with gummies. And now that you know, don't be alarmed because you're all right. But the first time seeing, you're like, holy fuck, I gotta go to the hospital or some shit. You're like, this ain't good because I'm talking straight up blue shit in the bowl, bro. I'm talking. You're like, oh fuck, I need to go to the doctor, bro. You're like,
immediately regret this decision.
Exactly.
Literally panic mode, bro. You're like, uh-oh.
Now you know why Britain has banned half the dyes in the world.
Yeah, there's too many people rushing to their fucking free medical going, ah! Like, listen, did you eat some blueberry?
I'm like 50% on that fucking Tua train.
Maybe that's what happened to Kadeem.
It's all right, Lance. I mean, listen, he's to me, has that train moving. He has that train moving enough to take it places, and that's all we ever wanted, buddy. That's it.
Yeah. I was at 10% on his train, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, Lance. Kadeem was like, yo, I ate this blueberry, and I became a Dolphins fan.
I fucking shout out to Go Time Dolphins, Kadeem, and Charlie over there, my boys. They podcast not only goes across the pond but around the world. I love them boys. We gotta get that Dolphins debate.
No, motherfuckers, I literally shit Agua. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna have to put something out real quick whenever I can.
Yeah, go ahead, Manning.
It's really small. It doesn't make a big deal. Some would say, but the two fastest men on the field yesterday was Duvernay and Bateman. They was the two fastest guys in the NFL yesterday.
Really? Wow,
the next gen stats. They were at like 21 miles an hour running out there.
Really?
Did you not see that last touchdown from Tyree?
No. Well,
yeah, but he's talking about actual next gen stats. Clocked them.
They had a list of the
not the fastest capable, but who ran they ran the fastest.
Than Tyreek. On his touchdown run, he ran faster than Tyreek did. So they had three of the fastest players out there, man, and it showed out there, man. That's why X looked like he was a snail. But
they did, man. They had some speed. I'll tell you what, I didn't see that speed against the Jets that I saw against us in that first half. I don't want to say I was taken back, but I was like, holy fuck. I was like, damn, them bitches are fast.
Actually, I can believe that now because Tyreek was cramping up.
That's right. That's right, Lance.
I wanted to address. Anthony says, for me, I'm kind of worried that this game against Baltimore in terms of the stats for our young quarterback was an aberration.
Is he breaking up or is that my phone?
That's you.
And he doesn't come back down to earth and go back to throwing for 250 yards and 2 touchdowns like the Patriots game last season. And what I would say to you on that, Anthony, is this. Yes, you're right that what we saw yesterday in the numbers was obviously an aberration. It was historic. So it had to be an aberration. But the thing of it is that if you usually reality is always somewhere in the middle, because I was on record.
If you want to know reality, come ask me. I'll let you know.
I was on record as saying that this was a regression to the mean. And what I mean by that is reality is always somewhere in the middle, right? So if we regress back to the middle between 6 TDs and 2 TDs and 470 yards compared to 250 yards, if we go in the middle of that, we can still beat anybody in the league. So there's nothing to be concerned about.
But everything for Buffalo to be afraid of, though.
Go ahead, Lou.
Can I say something? It's that what we've seen yesterday from Tua is everything that we've been asking for. See, with me, it's not about the numbers or even the touchdowns, because no one expects basically 470 and 6 touchdowns. But when we talk about Tua, it's the attributes, right? Because I was always the one that's saying he doesn't show me what Josh Allen gives me, Lamar, Justin Herbert. But when you watched them yesterday, like even the game-winning throw to Jalen Waddle, eyes always downfield, making guys miss, stepping.
Climb the fuck out of that pocket, step
get out of the pocket,
zip that bitch, bro.
Right. off platform, makes the throw. Those are the attributes right there that if Tua's always been a good quarterback, but he's never shown us what he showed us yesterday.
Right,
So just,
which
again,
means right, Lewis, which means it is an aberration. But the thing of it is that reality to me is somewhere about what like Lamar produced yesterday.
Well, so I mean, I think
28 for 29, 318 yards, 3 touchdowns, and no interceptions.
So
that's a stellar
on the aberration part, I don't even think Lewis is saying that an aberration, right, Lou? Because I mean, I thought we saw that kid in college. You know what I'm saying? I thought, and I kind of deferred to what I said a little earlier, is that I just didn't know and believed to a sliver less that it was going to show up in the NFL. And I could give you a laundry list of reasons why not. Crushed, whatever type of stuff happened behind, the hip injury. Was he ever going to get beyond that? All these reasons that, you know what, just wasn't going to happen. But yesterday, he showed that he took he took his own destiny into his hands. And took his will and imposed it on the men around him. And quarterbacks have opportunities to do it, and he fucking did it and then some, bro.
Captain, can I comment on that?
Well, he superseded what I would even be pleased with in the loss, is my point, guys. Mm-hmm. My expectations
100%.
are so high right now from this football team. It has been even when it was middling from him. He shows this more this season, and it's a fucking wrap, boys. It's a wrap.
I agree.
It's over. You're fucked. My Chris Greer and company has put together a great football team, and Tua pans out to be great as well. You're fucked, NFL.
And all I'm asking,
fuck.
Yes, buddy.
I agree.
Yeah, Captain, can I piggyback that real quick?
Let me just say this real quick.
Get Sharif in and you.
The defense that we have is good. And what we've seen on film in the past 2 years with the zero blitzes, all I'm saying is we're able to press.
So, Sharif, real quick, if you didn't notice, things changed in the ideology from the zero blitz and how Boyer wants to do it. And
so
something they take a little bit more is a little bit more D tackle and D line play and a little less putting it on the DBs. Whether that's what they need to do or have to do, I don't know. We got to give them a little bit more time.
Because I was just listening to y'all, and while I was listening, I was watching the first 2 quarters. And to me, with bigger corners, 6'1" Xavier Howard, 6 foot Needle, I think you press those guys and you don't allow them to get, especially how we were playing zone and sending 7 or faking 7. You press those guys to the ground. And I just think Boyer learned now. I think he learned that. But what I would like to see is the normal zero blitz, where if they get off the first read of our blitz, we're still able to get that receiver and tackle him to the ground, not chase him after a catch like what I've seen in the first half. That's all.
Go ahead, Ali.
Real quick, Sharif.
So
Anthony asks a follow-up question. Color, can we look into the stats to see if most of the passes our quarterback was throwing wasn't short throws that were caught for a large amount of yak?
I have a stat on that.
I just pulled it up myself, and it is a great question.
I have a stat on that real quick.
I was going to say real quick, the air yards per attempt so far this season is at 9.5. Last season, 6.5. Last season before that, 6.3. So we are seeing a marked improvement in
coming into today, coming into yesterday. I mean, and I want Ali to go after this. This is a tidbit, and I said it last night in case you guys missed it. But I'm gonna put Ali on mute. Tua yesterday threw and completed 3 passes of 20+ air yards. Coming into that day, for touchdowns, excuse me. Coming into that day, he only had 3 more in his entire career, and one of them came in week 1, so he only had 2 in the previous 2 years. There's a different kid that's here this year, and yesterday is just the beginning of hopefully his ascend to proving the Tuaniers right, proving the doubters wrong, whatever you want to say. But that I don't even care about proven doubt or nothing. proving the Dolphins right to choose him at 5 and everyone to tank for Tua. Because I'm sorry, but if you were a Dolphins fan and on the day he got drafted, you were excited. Even if you were like, oh, it's an Alabama quarterback, why would we get this guy? And you chose Herbert over. It didn't matter because the potential of, even if you were off him, didn't want him, the potential of us getting a quarterback and potentially opening up the next chapter of us becoming a new team and a new type of franchise with a new leader under the helm was exciting in its own, and you wanted it to believe. And right now, this man, is a few games and a few weeks away from hopefully solidifying what I want to call as a franchise guy. Go ahead, Ali.
All right. So what I was trying to comment on is when you were speaking earlier, you mentioned Tuscaloosa Tua, right? And what he did in Alabama. And I've heard this on other panels. People are trying to say they're equal. Well, in reality, if you really break it down and really look at it, he's done something that you have not even seen him do when he was with Alabama. And that's the truth behind it. If you look at the talent level, even in all the college football playoff games he's played in, nowhere has he done what he did yesterday. And not only did he prove the people that doubted him, including myself, wrong, he also proved the Tuneers wrong because he outperformed even their expectations.
So yes, and you're right about that, outperforming even their expectations. What I'm talking about is the Tua in Alabama in that way ain't got shit to do with the play. It's talking about that guy on the sideline that looked like he had fucking killer in his eye. And I ain't seen that in the NFL.
I'm saying that even then, what he did in the type of killer that he had in his eye yesterday was more than what he's ever had at Alabama, is what I'm saying.
So, real quick, I'm going to drop back for just a second. I'll be back in like 10 minutes. Probably go for another hour or so. We're going to put, in good fun, in effect, timeouts and stuff like that. No $50 kickoffs. You want to give me $50, great, but I'm not kicking anybody off. This is a victory. We could do timeouts and stuff like that for fun, especially because I hope some of these Bills fans come up here, man. I wish they would. Come, Bills fans.
Above me, bro?
Can we just
Bills are shit?
What's up, guys?
First of all, I love Pete. Nobody loves the Dolphins as much as Pete, other than maybe Color. Color might love the Dolphins more than Pete, but that's about it, guys. I know you guys think differently, but I promise it's true.
I'll give it to Color. Oh,
there you go, Pete.
But listen,
you can have it. I'll be right back.
Before you go, Pete, I wanted to kind of get, because the PRF or PFR, the site that I've been using all off season to tell you all the real deal, the real story, has updated for yesterday's game, and I'm seeing definitely some like in the stats that I've always shown you guys. There is definitely marked improvement. We're talking about, even forget air yards per attempt. Right now, 8.9. His last year, 6.8. Okay. Interception percentage is about the same. That's always been good anyway. Touchdown percentage. This is the percentage of touchdowns thrown when attempting to pass. Minimum 14 attempts. His touchdown percentage currently is in 2 games is 8.4. His last year, 4.1. The year before that, 3.8.
Can I ask you one more?
Hold on. Let me finish real quick because I'm almost done. And also, here's the real kicker, okay? First of all, in 2 games, yards per game, 369.5. Last year, we all know, was 204. Okay? His quarterback rating over the last 2 games combined is 116.5. His season passer rating was 90.1 last year. Okay? They don't have his PBR out yet. He's been sacked 4 times this year. 2 more stats, Manny, and then I'll let you go.
Okay. Well, I'm asking you for a stat.
Already, he is 1 touchdown away from throwing half as many as he threw all year last year. Okay. And the last one, the advanced passing stats. Let's look at this. His pressure percentage is about 20%. It's gone down 1.5%. But if you would look at, I'd like to, it doesn't show it from yesterday's game, but I'd love to know, because last week, his pressure percentage was actually 44%. That's almost getting pressured 1 out of every 2 dropbacks. So last week, if you all would have been using the pressure argument, I would have actually went with you, because we still won the game. It was a divisional opponent. It was hotter than freaking hell out there. Okay.
We didn't talk about
led the game the entire game, and Tua was pressured at a 44% clip last week. That's actually impressive performance by him in its own right. Okay. But now we're looking at like the overall numbers that I've been pumping out to you guys to say this guy hasn't shown us anything. Now those numbers are actually showing me what we saw yesterday. That's the difference, people. This isn't backpedaling. I haven't changed nothing I thought about Tua, because he still has to do it next week and the week after that and the week after that.
I'm gonna let you go.
Gonna stop coming.
No, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go.
I want to ask a question. Hold on, while you talk, I just want Pete. You could talk about whatever you want to talk about. I just want color while you're talking, Pete. Can you look up, because I know this is a stat, I just don't know how to find it, but the amount of separation that the receivers are getting now versus Tua's first 2 seasons. Can you look that up for me, please?
That's going to be a PFF stat, which is highly subjective, and that's why I generally don't really utilize PFF.
I'm sure, I don't know what it is, but I'm sure it would be interesting to know.
What do they consider separation? That's why I don't look at that stat.
How many yards? How many inches?
And unfortunately, the stats that do keep the real numbers don't track that particular number.
Color, I hear you. I hear those stats. And what I'm about to say is not me taking anything away from what Tua did yesterday, right? But I mean,
you about to take away from it.
I'm about to take away, because let's look at
I know,
but let's be real.
Kind of like somebody else saying, "Hey, Pete, I love you, but."
I hate what you're about to say.
Sounds like my ex.
I love you, but I'm going to hate what you're about to say. And I get it. That's fine. But can we be real with each other here? Okay? All of us. Tua should have clearly had over 500 yards passing. I'm not taking anything away. But what I'm saying is, did you guys not see his top receivers is dropping passes?
Oh, that definitely was an issue. I actually agree with you, Pete, 100%.
Yesterday.
There was like 2 or 3 of them from Waddle that he should have had for sure.
It was
this week. So week 1, the meat was left on the bone because of Tua. Now, week 2, there was still a little bit of meat left on the bone for Tua to excel and do even better, but his receivers let him down. We still won. But listen to me what I'm telling you, okay? No, I want everybody. I want everybody here. Hold on. I want everybody here to understand. I want everybody here to understand that if we would have lost that game by 3 points, everybody would have been blaming Waddle's drop, Tyreek's drop, the special team, all of that. It would have been the defense. It would have been all nothing but bad this entire week. Okay?
You're right, Pete.
And I want to point that out.
Because they're still doing it, even though we won 42-38. They don't see the fact that our defense kept us in that game. They don't see the fact that if we don't get that 4th and inches stop at the goal line in the first quarter, we'd lose yesterday.
This is true.
We only won by 4, people. Okay.
100%.
And the fact of it is, what Pete's saying is, if we would have ended up losing the game, instead of blaming the defense and the receivers dropping and all that, we could very well go and look at the tape and see the same thing in the first half that we've seen for the last 3 years out of Tua. But we don't have to do that today. You see what I'm saying? Because everything that we would say that he needs to change in that first half, he changed in the second half. So what are we going to say?
Color, I'm gonna give him his little respect. At the end of the day, Tua did what he did. I never imagined this. This is something
but you hear,
that I never
the
pictured Tua
nuanced
doing.
point there, right, Pete? If we
Yeah,
go
I get
back
it.
and look at the first half, right, when the all
100%.
22 comes out, we're gonna say, oh, he needed to do this, that, and the other, and that's precisely what he did in the second half. So what can we say? He made the corrections.
He did, but this is what I'm gonna also say, and I've said it on Steven, and I just kept getting timed out. Tua cagged it. Okay, it was a lucky fourth quarter. It was a huge cag. Like, watch when the film comes out. I'm not saying this because I don't want this guy, but every quarterback at least once has that lucky game. And the luck went Tua's way yesterday. That's what I feel. I feel like these fans
no five half touchdowns.
That's fair. I'm gonna conclude Pete's point because I think that's a fair statement. But I also want Pete to be reminded that great teams and great players put themselves in position to have good luck. It's not just everybody getting lucky.
Color.
This is something. Hold on. This is something that happens in baseball quite a bit.
Can I bring up one more point?
Hold on, Manny. There's this team every year that everybody's like, oh, the baseball hit that edge of the grass the right way, and this and that and the other. They got lucky. But you know what? It's because over 162 games, they consistently put themselves in position to have good luck. And that's what Tua did yesterday. He put himself in position to have good things happen, and they did.
Yep.
That's all he did. That's all we've been asking for.
Color.
I don't see him. I think he put that ceiling so high on himself that next week, if he doesn't even do half of what he did yesterday, Color, and we lose, the pressure's back on. So all of these guys, Color, going at me.
The pressure's always on, Pete.
Yeah, the pressure's on. But listen, I got everybody going at me. Sign the petition. Sign this. You're on the Tua. I'm not on the Tua because of one lucky fourth quarter. That's all.
And I don't blame you.
Color.
And I think that's a fair take, despite all the shit you're going to get for it. I think that's a fair take.
It is what it is, and I'll come with it. And I hear people jumping off. You know, I'm glad to be the only guy alone standing here, Color, because this is what Tua's gonna have to show. Yeah, I'm glad because you know what? At the end of the day, it shows that people want to just jump aboard, jump here, flip there, and I'm not there. I'm not. I still don't believe Tua versus a squad like Buffalo when we need him to, because we gotta admit they were throwing the Ravens secondary is out all week in our face for a reason. There's a chance he was gonna do this.
I already
versus
told
a
everybody,
defense.
make no mistake. I'm not a different person today. Okay, I don't look. Tua made me
I'm
a
not
believer
letting this
in
lucky
one
game
thing. Hold on, Pete.
make me
Tua made me a
overnight.
believer in one thing yesterday. Okay, that he could do what we saw. That's all he made me a believer of.
Color.
Sunday, when he does it again, I will believe that he can do it 2 times. And I will be more. I will be more of the belief. Hold on. What I'm saying is, at that point, I would be of the belief that he can do it 2 times. For me, that's enough to have faith that we can count on it when it's needed.
Yeah,
so he has a chance to capture my faith Sunday. And no, it hasn't happened yet, Pete. I'm right with you on that. That's why I think it's a fair take.
You know what sucks? I feel like Pete is just waiting for our first loss to point back at all of our wins and be like, you see? Like, come on, man. Why y'all talking about
Of course they
Buffalo?
are, Manny, but that's because there's a reason we lose.
But we was just talking about how it wasn't Tua, but you just want to lose.
No. You're misunderstanding what I'm saying. I wasn't talking that. You were and assumed that everybody agreed with you because we didn't push back. Okay. But make no mistake, anybody on that team can be the reason we lose.
Okay.
That's all. Why I wasn't really talking fine. More about Is Tua on that team? Is Tua on our team? Is Tua on our team?
Yeah, he sure is.
Then he can very well be responsible for a loss, just like any other of the 52 guys.
He sure can. You're right. You're right about that. But you're not getting what I'm saying. It's the tone of the way Pete is talking about the team. Like we already lost to Buffalo in Pete's eyes, just like we already lost to Baltimore in Pete's eyes.
I didn't get that out of what he said.
Oh yeah, it's like
Call me different than you, but I didn't get that out of what he said.
Before the game, he was making excuses for Tua's win, right? He was talking about how he's going to win because of X, Y, and Z, right?
So were you. So were you.
Where were you, Manny? Where were you, Manny, when I was literally on this show and I said the only way the Dolphins are going to beat the Ravens is if Tua shows up?
Manny.
And he showed
up. That's what I was saying
Manny,
all week.
Manny,
yeah.
What were the things that you said that Tua needed to do for us to win?
Keep playing his game.
And what's his game? That's not an answer. What's his game?
Protect the ball. Don't try to force things that's not there.
But what did he do yesterday? He actually tried to force things and it worked out for him. So what are you saying?
Triple coverage.
But if you notice, there was plays like the Craycraft. It was Craycraft's touchdown or Sherfield. I forget who it was.
Craycraft.
But Tua did the 360. Remember, he did the 360.
Right.
Where Sherfield, where what they weren't doing last time is they were running.
Okay,
Manny. You know what I mean?
Manny. If he wouldn't have done that, would we then be able to say that your take was terrible because he didn't do what you said he needed to do to win the game?
What is my take? What's my take?
You haven't given it. You see, you spun around for a minute and said he spun around. I don't know.
Well, I was just
hold on.
what
I'm getting at, Manny, is this.
What
I'm getting at, Manny, is this. Pete, the other day before the game, said, we're not going to win because Tua needs to do this, and that, and I don't believe he can do this or this or that.
What I'm talking about is right now, how we're all pointing to Buffalo.
I'm going to mute you if you don't let me finish, bro. Okay? We're not going to do this like this, bro. Seriously. Okay? When you said that Pete had a bunch of takes before the game as to why we would lose, all he was saying is, these are the things we need to correct if we expect to win. How's that any different than what you just said that Tua needs to spin around a little to win?
All right, before let me go. So before the game, Pete said we're gonna win because their secondary is messed up, is what he said.
It was.
He was given excuse already.
Right, but you don't think that's not an excuse. That's a key
what we
to the
were
game.
being thrown at all week, Manny. I literally said that.
Pete. Hold on. Manny, that's not an excuse. It's a key to the game.
Was that the only reason we won?
Color,
Did he say it was?
Color.
Did he say it was?
Color. I want to tell you something real quick. You know, Tua almost won me the milli yesterday.
I know. Oh, well, Pete, to your point, I'm glad you brought that up because I was just going to advise you that I was out of the money on my Tua stack and I won $2. Thank you, Tua, Tyreek, and Jalen.
I won $600 off Tua, Tyreek, and Jalen.
So
I did too. I had the double stack too, JM. I have both of them guys on my stack.
No, I had the complete. I had the complete.
How many fantasy? I don't know if you play fantasy, Manny, but if you do, so this question is out there for all the Tua lovers that do play fantasy. How many lineups did you have him in yesterday?
I only had him in 5 color.
Right. I'm asking the sycophants. I'm asking the people that tell me he's already balled out for 2 years. How many of those people had, oh, wait a minute. That's right. We know of one that doesn't. Alex, for some reason, had the opportunity to, but decided not to draft Tua in his league-long fantasy lineup. Y'all want to talk about receipts? There's another one you can add to your receipt bureau. Alex
I would have bought this whole community Tua jerseys if I would have won the milli yesterday.
Diaz drafted, who was it? Burrow for his quarterback or Russell Wilson? Did not draft Tua when he had a chance to.
I ain't even been Tua near, and I got Tua on my fantasy.
Batman, bless his heart, predicted a loss yesterday, Manny. So what do you say to why are you directing all your energy at Pete instead of Batman?
Color, I already told you. No matter what, every week.
Okay,
hold
on. We
just
got some honesty, Pete. You predicted a loss yesterday, Manny. How dare you? What are you, a Ravens fan? What are you, a Ravens fan? Get the fuck out of here, you Ravens fan.
Let me clarify. My season prediction, right?
Get the fuck out of here, you Ravens fan.
Well,
no, but not like that.
How's it feel, Manny? How's it feel?
So I'm trying to explain myself.
How's it feel, Ravens fan?
To me,
how's it feel, Ravens fan? How's it feel, Ravens fan?
So let me finish.
How does it feel, Ravens fan?
You don't let me finish, right?
That's what you all do. How's it feel, Ravens fan?
But not really. But you're saying something that I'm not. That I never said.
Ravens fan.
So
Ravens
my
fan.
the difference
We're
between
gonna
me
do this
picking
all
a
day.
loss,
Ravens fan.
Right. Yep. I'm whatever you want to say. So the reason why I pick our team to lose
Pretty
is a team
immature,
play.
isn't
I'm
it?
not looking.
I'm being
not
pretty
looking
immature
at
right now,
pointing.
aren't I?
No, it's all right. You could do what you want to do. It's all right. I'm not going to get mad at you. I understand there's a lot of emotion.
That wasn't my
going
question. I asked you if you thought I was being immature right now.
It depends a little bit, but
Be
it's
fair,
not the way
be
you're
honest,
saying it.
because
It's
I
what you're
think I
saying.
am.
It's not the way you're saying it. It's what you're saying, right?
Yeah,
you're
immature,
really,
right? It's
so
immature.
you're taking you're making
immature,
two things similar
right? It's
when they're
immature.
completely
I
different.
agree with you.
But
I'm
you're making
actually
something similar when it's
self-deprecating
completely
right
different.
now. I am purposely being immature to illustrate a point to you.
But I have
Ravens
not once
fan.
been immature. I have not once been immature because
Ravens
I'm pointing
fan.
something out, right? Okay, yeah, whatever you want to say. So
call me a hater again. Call me a hater again, Ravens fan.
I got us losing to Buffalo also, so I'm a Bills
fan. Call me a hater again, Ravens fan.
I never called you a hater.
Hey, hold on. How can any Tua near, after what Tua displayed yesterday in the fourth quarter, even imagine a Buffalo loss?
You've never answered me, Pete. I've always asked you, when you say Tua near, do you put me in that bracket?
I don't. I put you in a Raven ear bracket.
I'm asking Pete because he always wants to throw out the Tua near after I speak.
Yeah, you are a Tua near. Like a lot of guys don't like being Tua nears, but you're a Tua near, buddy. You're a Tua near. I honestly.
But I'm not.
But you.
Again,
but
you're being pea-brained right now because I'm not.
No,
I've never
listen.
done that.
I'm a Ravens fan. You're being a Ravens fan. What's the difference?
Hold on. Because I got us losing to the Bills too. But you haven't let me say my point. Go ahead.
You're a Tua near. And just accept it. It's not a disrespect. Aren't you happy to be considered a Tua near after what you saw in the fourth quarter yesterday?
So it doesn't change my emotion. Whatever you call me, I just know that it's whatever you're saying is kind of false because I know I'm not a Tua near. I'm not a Tua hater. I'm not anything. I'm looking at my team as a whole, and I'm not looking if we lose to blame just one guy because I know in a football game it's never just one guy.
I'm glad you said that, Manny. I'm glad you said that.
Because you're already blaming the loss
what you just
on
said.
Buffalo.
Hold on, Manny, please. Let me answer what you just said. You said when you make basically that when you make your prediction, you're looking at the team as a whole, right? Well, then that means that your evaluation of why we are bad, which is the rest of the team all the time, was wrong.
But that's including Tua. I'm never saying that it's not
okay.
Tua.
But
Just
you predicted a loss. But you predicted a loss, so you were wrong.
I was.
You were wrong, not me.
And
you
I hope
were
I'm
wrong, Ravens fan, not me.
I hope I'm wrong.
You were wrong, Ravens fan, not me.
Yeah, but now I got a question for the panel because look, deep down inside.
But you never let me say my point. Just saying, before you change the subject, you never let me say my point, right?
Okay, say your point.
Just because I'm proving a point that we're losing, I'm not trying to just find one area like you're saying. If we lose to Buffalo, it's Tua. The interception, when you look at an interception, the stat goes straight to Tua, but I'm looking at it all around, right? I'm not just looking at, oh, that's Tua's interception, right? The way you guys, because if
that's fair for you, but we do the same thing and we're called haters, Ravens fan.
Yeah, so
what
look,
do you mean?
Tua threw an interception yesterday in the first quarter. That was all on him. And then
Tell me
Waddle,
how.
It was because he forced it in triple coverage. And then the second one that hold on.
Tyreek was in front of the coverage. He needs to attack the ball better.
Oh, now he has to do this. Okay, so then
look,
how about the one that he got away with? How about the one that he got away with that Waddle dropped in the end zone?
Pete, I neglected
that was not Tua's fault, but that's Waddle's fault.
Hold on, Pete. I neglected a super chat.
I'm not saying it's not Tua's fault.
Manny.
Yeah.
Let's be respectful. I neglected a super chat. Thank you very much, Q, for the $2 donation. Says drop the link. I have dropped the link. And I want to also say that this is not Q who normally frequents us. This is a different Q, but just as respectful a person. So I want to thank him for the $2 donation. Really appreciate it. And God Soldier, if I missed any other, man, let me know because I had to scroll back up pretty far.
Hey, color, could I say something, please?
Go ahead, Anthony. I know you've been trying to get in.
For me, I said this in the chat.
Anthony been gone for a minute.
What worries me about Tua?
Pull your volume up a little bit, Anthony.
Can you guys hear me now?
Very little.
I hear you.
Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah,
way better, Anthony. Way better.
Okay.
Yes.
What worries me about Tua is he's getting he's going to over rely on Tyreek. I understand Tyreek and Waddle. I understand why, but he's going to force passes that are not open just to prove he can get it to Tyreek and make stupid mistakes and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's
triple coverage like the interception, right, Anthony? Isn't that what you're pointing out?
Can I talk about that?
Yeah, exactly. No, you can't talk about that because you already said Tyreek needs to attack the ball.
You're right.
You already
You're
said
right.
it. That's it. You already said it.
Can I elaborate? Because Color
but that doesn't take away what Anthony said is 100%.
A six-time Pro Bowl champion.
Anthony knows
a six-time Pro Bowl player and multiple Super Bowl champion. He's got the deficiency. Okay.
So no,
he needs to attack the ball. All right.
Right?
I'm sure Tyreek knows that, bro.
Because you did the super chat without letting me finish to Pete's point, right? The interception, it's both of their faults. Yes, he should maybe I gotta watch the play again. I don't know who else, if anybody was open, but if nobody was open, right? He threw it into double coverage. He shouldn't do that. But it's not like
Jalen was open on across. Hey, Manny, Jalen was open across the field.
Was he? Okay, well, I didn't see that.
Yeah, but see, what do you see, Manny? That everything beyond he shouldn't have thrown that ball wouldn't have happened if he didn't throw the damn ball.
I mean, but then he doesn't throw it, and then you're like, oh my God, he needs to throw
the ball. And then I'm like, oh my God. See, keep projecting right there, Ravens fan. You just did it again. You know what's in my mind. Go ahead. You know what we're all going to say when Tua doesn't throw the ball.
Somebody
okay, fine.
would say it. That he needs to throw the ball.
You made your point. We get it.
Yep.
Well, we still have the same problem that we've been having against Baltimore. Penalties. And that's what I said Saturday night, Color, with me, you, and Ali was on before I got off. I didn't want all them penalties, and we still didn't clean up them penalties. Even though we didn't have a lot of penalties against the Patriots, Baltimore showed how a better team that's more aggressive will have us committing penalties. And that's the thing we came to have next week.
Correct. Thank you for that point, JM. Real quick, shout out to Shake Money. Thank you for the $5 donation, Shake, who is deciding he's going to bust my balls because he knows I'm a Hurricanes fan and he's a Gators fan. So he says, Color, I hear you hype Ray Lewis and Ed Reed. Who's the Ravens fan now? Fins up. Hey, both of them guys were Hurricanes, and you know it as a Gators fan, and I know that's what you're going after, Shake. But I appreciate the comedy hour, man.
Can I just say something about the interception that he threw in the triple coverage to Tyreek, bro? Like now, and again, I'm not sticking up for nobody. It's not that I'm on with Color and Pete, or it's not that I'm on with Manny. I'm just from my perspective. Bro, how many times have we seen fucking Patrick Mahomes throw to Tyreek in the double and triple coverage? And that's why we paid that man $130 million. That's why you brought him here, because how many times did you see him go and make up the plays? Now we can sit here and just
Manny, you got to get with Lewis, Manny. Lewis is actually making your point in a way that I can't argue with. Thank you, Lewis.
Listen, whether it's right, wrong, whether we don't like it if he threw it or not, the point is, like Anthony came out, he's going to depend on fucking Tyreek. Yeah, I would.
Hell yeah.
Because Tyreek is the best fucking wide receiver on the fucking team.
No.
Why not look for him?
No, Louis.
Yeah.
What I said is over-reliance. He's going to force a ball.
Did I just hear crypto?
Not open.
I don't give a shit, Anthony.
That's a false narrative, Lewis. That's a false narrative, because if you look at the stats, it's Jalen Waddle that he's throwing the ball to the most.
Exactly right, and not only that, but do we have a problem when fucking the Rams
hold on
for Cup on every fucking play? No,
I know that's a great point. That's a great point, Lewis.
Their player. It doesn't
matter. That's a great point. Before anybody comes back to that point, I want to welcome Q and Crypto to the chat.
But are we gonna forget the reason that Craycraft caught that touchdown is because Tyreek Hill, the leader of this team, quit on us? Let's not forget he quit on us.
I don't. We'll have that argument in a minute.
I mean,
if you want to.
I want that argument because he quit on us.
We'll have that debate, but I want to give Q. I want to give Q and Crypto a chance to get their words in. Q. Welcome to the Fins Tailgate. We know you don't get around here much, but we always appreciate when you do. How about Victory Monday, man? What do you got for us, bro? He's being cryptic today. All right, we'll get back to you.
Look, I'm going to say this one thing. Crypto went to the game yesterday, and Tua exploded. So I'm gonna just say this for crypto. All you Tuaneers out there, I recommend you get money in a package and get crypto to every single home game, every away game. Y'all better come up with a GoFundMe to get crypto at the stadium. I know what I'm telling y'all.
Wait,
go ahead, crypto. Have the floor,
Hey,
buddy.
real quick, crypto. Also to Shake's point, Shake, I know it's all low, bro. I love you, buddy. I know what you were getting at. That's why I brought up the Hurricanes and Gators, because I know that's really what it's about. But I also want to say, did you ask Dono that same question? Because he has a Jim Kelly number 12 jersey sitting behind him on his show. And he's not a Buffalo fan. I mean,
Yo,
go ahead, crypto.
But listen,
Did any Ravens fans try to like beat on you?
No, they were real gracious. They real respectful. I shout out to them for they real gracious hosts. They they not like Raiders fans. But the point is, we only won this game because I was sitting in section 544, seat 7, row 26. That's the
right.
only
Put
reason.
some respect on this man's
The
name, man.
only reason we won
We
this
don't
game.
win if crypto ain't in the stadium.
Had I been
sure.
sitting in seat 6, section 26, we would have lost this game.
Listen, I don't think we win this game if we put up 0 in the third and if crypto don't show up to the game.
I'm telling you, bro. Hey, to that point,
that was the combination. 0 in the third and the special seat I was sitting in the building.
Exactly.
Hold on, crypto. This is something Buffalo fans need to really think about. Josh Allen has never played in Hard Rock Stadium with myself in attendance.
Yeah.
Hey,
you got to think about that.
The funny part is you're saying Ravens fans are respectful, but I was watching instant reaction videos from a Ravens fans YouTube channel, and they say we got lucky, we didn't deserve this win. They had a whole bunch of injuries on their defense.
That's what it is, Anthony. And
Well,
that's what
Anthony,
I'm here to talk about.
Anthony, I would say this.
They
were dropping. I would say this. They were dropping like flies even in that game. There was some key guys on their defense falling. But I would say this though. The real unsung hero that nobody ever mentioned is the stupidity of their head coach in this one game for going for it constantly on 4th down. And we took advantage of his brain farts that he had for going for it on 4th and goal, and they had the easy points right there. And they went for it on 4th down.
That's what that
and
classless
guaranteed field goal.
Hey, that's what that classless bastard gets for running up the score on us in 2019. How do you like that?
So that was
that's
karma.
what he was trying to do yesterday again.
That's what he was trying to do again yesterday, and it bit him in the butt.
He does not like us because we didn't get his brother to coach here.
Yeah, he was trying to do it again because him going for it on 4th down in late middle of the 4th quarter with a 2-score lead tell you that he wanted to run up the score.
And that he
guaranteed points.
Pete might be onto something with the hate about his brother. Real quick, guys, and I'll bring color right back. We have officially crossed over 3,000 subscribers. We are over 3,005.
Congratulations!
I'm absolutely humbled. Didn't think we would be this high at this point. We still haven't even hit the year mark. So when we get into middle of November, that's our year mark. Who knows where we'll have made it from 1 year in time, bro. I mean, that's just, I never thought. I thought
playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
I don't know what you're talking. I didn't get the reference color, but
shout out to Jim Mora.
November 16th, 17th is like the official 1 year anniversary. That's a ways away, bro, to hit 3,000. I'm humbled, and I love everybody, and thank you guys so much.
Congratulations,
Cap, and the Fins Tailgate. Congratulations, y'all boys deserve it, man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, and by the way, the reference was we don't have a clip of Morris saying 5,000 subs. We only have playoffs.
Oh well, I don't know. There's only championships here at the Fins Tailgate, and this is the championship. And you know what? When the Dolphins win the Super Bowl, you guys, you're welcome. That's all.
Now you're talking.
You're welcome.
There you go.
You're
There you
welcome.
go. Talk to him, Cap.
We're talking
Talk
about Color making sure to hold it down against the Bills because he's going to be there in attendance. Crypto took care of business in Baltimore to make sure that he left there with the W, and the Fitz tailgate gonna make sure we leave here with the fucking Lombardi bitches. Let's go.
I got a quick question for you.
Don't forget the Adderall
Crypto
for
is
Tua.
also coming down for Minnesota game too, so we got that.
I'm gonna put an extra veil of purple on me that day just to steal a little bit more of these colors. Fuck 'em.
Hey, that didn't work out. That didn't work out for you so well in the
What's
first
that?
half yesterday.
You got a Dolphin tattoo or not?
Yeah, get the purple
No,
on.
honestly, I've got all these tattoos, and you guys would be amazed. I've always wanted. I have a Dolphins tattoo picked out. I've been waiting since 17 years old to get it with the Lombardi trophies on it for the 72 in this, and I have literally waited. And I mean, listen, I ain't scared of tattoos. They don't, whatever. I won't get it till I get the championship one, so I can put the date and all the shit on there. I mean, fuck, bro. I'll be 37 in December. Like, damn, I'm getting old, bro.
You're gonna have no room left.
Yeah, man, you getting up there. You getting your AARP card soon, man.
It's not just that, but like, the skin don't handle it like it did in its 20s. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to hurry up. What's up, Lou?
No,
yeah, man.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah.
And real quick, guys, I didn't realize that the Cap was going to come in and say that because I didn't look at the numbers. I noticed we were close this morning, but
you all don't deserve 3,000 subs. Fan chat.
Well,
all I heard is hate.
Well,
all right.
That makes us even more honored that you already clicked the subscribe button. We appreciate that.
Appreciate it, homie.
Hey, Crypto.
But that being said, I do really want to give credit to where it's due. You all,
Crypto,
audience,
I have to say,
everybody in chat,
props,
everybody
dude.
that hits the like button, the subscribe button, the share button, it's all you that got us to 3,000 because we ain't 3,000 people. It's not like Capitan and I are 3,000 strong.
Yeah, who was that? Who was that? Somebody called me.
Explain something.
Yeah, that was
you
me.
guys might think it's us, but it's not us.
Second.
We're here because of you guys. This is why we're here, is because of you guys. What you guys gave to us, okay? So I love everything you guys done for the community, and I truly appreciate what you guys have done for us, man. And the way you guys run it,
a brick wall.
listen,
You're right, Pete.
the way you guys run it, I'm not surprised at all at you guys' growth. But I want to tell you, congratulations, okay? That I really mean that, okay? I really like what you guys are doing, and I love
you, man.
Pete.
I felt like we needed a digital tailgate party, and because everyone showed up, made it possible. So as much as I will take the thanks and everything, guys, it's you guys that make it happen. And this digital tailgate party
end until the last guy goes home.
It's the party that never stops, Color. It never ends. It's the tailgate party that never stops, bro. It don't stop. I'll fucking show up 3 a.m. in the morning, half shot in the ass, be like, I'm firing this bitch up.
That's what we like about you, Chris.
That's it, bro. I come with it.
Okay, so this
the
is
one
why
thing
this
y'all
is
not
why
gonna
this
get me to
community
do
hates
is I ain't buying no goddamn tap light.
No, one thing.
How about that tap like
Damn, that was something else, man.
That shit was funny as fuck, right? It's like, come on, man, you're here, you're busting my balls. Buy the fucking tap light. It's so funny, dude.
One thing I won't let this community do is try to tell me that Tua's the king after one lucky fourth quarter. Now, one thing I do want to talk about is, like, let's be honest, man. Let's just be honest, fellas. Like, I think Tua bought himself a third or second round right now. And I truly, deep down inside, like
first round, baby.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, man. This guy had a game of his life, man.
Hold on, Pete.
First round.
Damn, Pete, I'll take that from you for now.
No. Hey, I just want it to be known right now. I fucking love Pete.
I love him. I love him.
So y'all know, those were the last words out of his mouth.
So Pete said he bought himself some time.
Not time. We've recouped value is what Pete's talking about, right, Pete?
Everybody came in yesterday. Where's Pete? He already come on our show and said just what he said just now for y'all that wondered what he said right after the game yesterday. He was. Dude, I'm telling you, y'all would have thought we were in a different universe. That's all.
Who said that?
You did.
Tua's stock is high.
He goes, "Oh, I said it. Says so much shit he forgot."
Go ahead, Pete. Go ahead, Pete. I'm sorry. I just wanted to say I love you, Pete. My fault.
I appreciate that, Lewis. We all love each other out here, man. Yeah. But listen, this is something that the Dolphins organization and fan base really, really needs to look at. This is huge. If what Tua did yesterday made the organization actually really fall for him, there's a high chance we're in this guy all in for the next couple years.
That ain't
They're
no lie.
gonna want to see this again, and it's scary. It is scary from my standpoint based on what I see. So what I think the organization could possibly do best is move off of Tua right now.
Oh, boy, here we go.
Because if we get a trade partner, the 49ers, bro, let's get Jimmy Garoppolo, send them Tua, and
take their next first. They ain't had a first in 3 years. We're gonna take their next first.
Look at the Colts. Look at the Colts. Matt Ryan is looking really bad. Let's take their first and their second for Tua and let them deal with this. You know, there's other teams out there that the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, that is good.
Pete over here harvesting picks.
Hey, Joe Flacco. We can get Joe Flacco.
We have
Joe Flacco.
Hey, that's the Jets franchise guy.
Dude,
Can you all help me out? We got a question in chat.
Bro, we have Skylar Thompson.
I need help answering it because it's a matter of opinion. Name one BQ that is perfect. Have you guys ever been to a barbecue that's perfect?
Yeah. Listen, there was this white dude and this black dude out on Loxahatchee, and they had a trailer. It looked like a. They're still there?
Probably.
There probably are, because I'm telling you right now, there wasn't shit around it, and it had gotten cinder blocks around it. It used to be pulled and everything, but then it stuck there and stayed there. And I don't give a damn if it was 3 o'clock in the morning. There was people lining up to they would put these beans with pork in it in a little freaking cup, and that's the best barbecue I've ever eaten. So yeah, you can check them out. I want to say the dude's name's like Tater and Crawdad or some shit like that. They're out there fucking murdering it, and they make their own sauce. So yeah, check them boys out. That's your perfect barbecue.
Sauce and all barbecue.
It's that trailer right next to Pepe's Empanadas, right off of North Lake Boulevard.
Hey, real quick, I want to give Crypto his props. He's been preaching all off season. It's going to be 70-30 pass to run, and I got to give him his props because so far it's pretty close.
Well, we were on it, huh, Crypto? Didn't we nail it?
And Crypto also said, we win week 1, and it's damn near undefeated, and he ain't been wrong yet.
And this is what I was arguing about.
That's the formula going forward. That's the magic formula.
We argued everybody on that? Everybody wanted run game, Mike McDaniel, and we had to scream at everybody because this team looks like it's pass heavy.
We got it yesterday.
You got efficient running because of our passing.
So listen,
we got it yesterday, but we had over 5 yards of carry yesterday, and I want to point out something been meaning to say for a while. Every time I look over to I got my little TV on my cable network next to me over here, and it's on NFL Network. And every single time I glance over it, they're running a Dolphin highlight and showing an interview with one of the Dolphins from yesterday.
They fucking better, bro. They better. They fucking better, bro.
Second of all, guys, remember that what I said, and we called it too yesterday.
That's about the Cowboys
needing a big bust out run, right? We got 5 yards of carry. Sure, we didn't get a lot of total yards, so a person might think our running game didn't show up. However, I was just noticing when they showed the highlight of that Chase Edmonds run, right after the highlight, they showed they went to Lamar Jackson on the sideline, and he literally sulked his head. He knew exactly
I remember that point. I remember that point, Color. He saw it, and it was like, at the minimum, they're tying this football game, and the momentum is they're going to take the win. And he knew it.
Can I bring up
so did their defense. That's why it happened. And that's what I meant about the point of what fucking Tua showed us beyond the play. It was a man that was hair on fire, where his will took that win. We ain't seen us steal a win like that in 20 years. And I'm talking just where his play at the quarterback position elevated, and he stole the fucking whole stadium's soul. I need that. I will swallow your soul. Some fucking I mean, that's...
Can I bring up
You know another thing real quick? He probably played good because his dad wasn't there.
I got
Whoa. You know what, Pete? Might be uninhibited Tua? Uninhibited Tua?
Pete, I actually made the take before the game that I thought possibly there might be something to said about maybe he's just feeling too much pressure in Miami.
Yeah.
Because of the vitriol of the fan base, all that kind of stuff. He goes out to Baltimore where nobody really knows him. They're going to disrespect him anyway because they're Baltimore fans. So he goes in there and he's like, I can be me. I can just be myself. And like you're saying, his dad wasn't there. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
He looked relaxed, bro. He looked relaxed. And I said this all game yesterday. It wasn't just when he was walking up to the snap. It was during each play. He looked more relaxed, like I've been calling for. He just did.
Guy,
look at the shit. Look at him drop back and throw and just take his time and not get
go ahead, Manning. Go ahead, Manning.
So just based on the run game, and I heard you say something about 5 yards of carry. So I guess I'm not as crazy upset as I feel like I am. Was that run that Edmonds did, was that up the middle? Or not?
It was a delayed draw. It was an off tackle, but it was a design run and meant to be run, but it was almost like a little delayed draw.
You're talking about the 27-yarder at
shouldn't
the
have
end?
a running game. What I'm saying is in today's NFL, to Crypto's point about 70-30, in today's NFL, having a running game means that you can do it when you want to and need to, not necessarily all game. You know what I mean?
I'm with
and we did it on that last drive, Color.
Exactly. We sealed our fate. It sealed our fate.
My observation.
This is what I truly believe.
I didn't get to get it out.
Our passing game opened up that run game.
Yes,
yeah,
Pete, that's what I was saying. Go ahead.
Right,
and that was the whole point of my ratio.
What he was saying. Let Manny finish
we
what he
run
was
the
saying.
PRO. We don't run the RPO. We run the PRO.
Right. Let Manny finish what he was
saying.
Right,
pass run option, exactly.
One thing I didn't notice us doing ever is running up the middle. We got a fullback. We did not run up the middle one time, but every time it looks like we're running up the middle, it was play action. And I don't like those tells like that. I don't believe not one time that I remember did we try one run.
We did.
Nah, we were running up the middle. It didn't go.
No. So okay. And I talked about this early last week. My original assessment was that we were gonna have good running game because we can expose our running back speed on the edges with Moser getting to the outside against their linebacker speed, and they did that. And then the other thing I thought we would see more of, and you're right, Pete, we were down in points, which is why we didn't get to see it often. But that inside step lane on those on that zone running. And we did pop off a couple. When they did do it, they had success, and we gouged them a couple of times for some decent games, not just the Edmonds one. And I'll go back and see it. When we tried to do that shuffle outside zone, they closed it up every time, just like they did against the Jets, because they play good and sound in their gaps, their D-line, and and really, even when they have a hat on a hat, they're able to, get stuff done because their D-line's pretty darn good. But, I mean, look. Not that the run game was ever abandoned, because that's something we've seen this team fail at before, is that they abandon the run game and just get allow the pressure to come on them, and so they're pushing. No, they threw in a run here and there to expose them. And really, I was one of the people that was saying, no, this run game's gotta come up because that's what we specialize in. And really with a young offensive line and new guys and stuff like that, still figuring things out. It's kind of something that typically you defer on to have all the other stuff, but that's not what this team's done, and so they're working out the kinks in that run game later down the line, which is going to come in handy late in the year. That's the thing. We're gonna need this run game clipping late in the year when it's cold, when it's rainy, when it's fucking snowing, all that stuff. That's gonna be a nice situation.
You're right.
That's when we're expecting it to come all the way together. But I got one positive note to say real quick. When the last time we had 2 Dolphin receivers leading the league in receiving?
Since
right
86. 86.
I call them the little 3, but golly.
Hey, another thing
smokes,
that was
what they
refreshing
did out there
is
yesterday.
Ingold is as advertised. He was blowing people up all day, pancaking people. It was a
Ingold, and he's not. Listen, when you look at the Ravens fullback, a fucking shit brick house of a guy.
Oh yeah, he ain't near the size of that guy.
He ain't near the size of that guy. But how much more effective in the pass game and just lining him up and using him with his speed. He's got some speed, bro. He's got some speed.
What about 40 yards down the field?
Hold on.
Hey,
I'm so glad I remembered this one.
Yeah.
Where are the Mike Gesicki haters that he can't block and we got Smythe whiffing
Yeah,
on blocks?
Gesicki was blocking, dude. He was
blocking better yesterday than Smythe. I don't hear anybody complaining on Smythe.
I'm glad you said that, Pete, because Smythe missed that block. There's no way in the how the fuck did you fall down?
Well,
it didn't even look like he slipped. It looked like he was just straight out scared.
Ooh, you think he was shook? You think he was shook, Pete?
That was Calais Campbell
He
that
didn't
came
slip,
on.
bro. He didn't slip. He was saying, it looked like a play like, oh my God, look what I'm going against. It looked like
people in chat are arguing about Tyndall's performance and how he's been. Adam E pops in with the Tyndall has been inactive both games.
Yeah, Tyndall hasn't played, you guys.
So this is one thing I do want to bring up because we got to move on to Buffalo and let's just be honest.
And he's a third rounder, Barry, just to be clear.
What we did
Well,
yesterday.
Pete, you're right. We got to move on. I
translate.
just hope McDermott have the same kind of analysis that John Harbaugh did in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, go for it on fourth down, and I'll tell you what. In the last couple of years, fourth down and inches, we've been very good.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you right now. Who said that? Is that Mark?
That's me, Tom Jensen.
Thomas, that's a Dolphin fan. If Mark was up here, he'll tell you guys right now. Buffalo's a team that will go for it on fourth down.
He's got a list in his head. He's like, oh, Thomas Jensen. Oh, that's a Dolphins fan. Okay, I'm gonna continue.
No, I'm gonna tell you right now. Mark knows Buffalo goes for it on fourth a lot, just like the Ravens.
They do.
So this is the question I want to ask. We can't expect 6 touchdowns views from the 6-2 to come in every week. That's almost unacceptable to expect that. But if Tua comes in on Sunday and he does half of what he did, half is 3 touchdowns. What did he throw? 450? So 225. He might need 250. So is 250 passing yards, 3 touchdowns enough? Because that's what I can see Tua doing. Enough to beat Buffalo.
Given our defense, given the home field advantage, given the heat, given the fact that Josh Allen is trash, yeah, I think that's enough.
Bazing, bitches.
And fair point.
And don't forget, we was out our one defensive score. We was out. We didn't even have one defensive score.
In all seriousness,
JM, it doesn't matter. We just seen a quarterback play damn near a perfect game.
Didn't
matter.
Pete,
that was one game, though.
Yeah, boy, back to back, coming at it.
In all seriousness, Pete,
there's going to be a lot of opportunities to put this on the table more times than once.
Average.
If you go back to last year with a way worse team, which we've all agreed we had, we were only down. What was the score, Capitan, that I said earlier today?
6-0 was the first, because in the second half.
Yeah, we were only down a score late in the third, and
we were down by 10, I think. Okay, I'll look at it again. My point is,
the game wasn't out of hand.
It was completely in hand at the start of the fourth quarter against Buffalo.
And in the third quarter, it was 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. The defense.
If we get the fourth quarter Sunday that we got this week, in other words, if you take this week's fourth quarter and add it to that Buffalo game last year, we destroy them.
I got to be honest, guys, and I'm playing a little bit in my head. We're looking at a real fucking shootout type of situation happening here next Sunday.
Have to get through Tennessee. I don't know why they think they're such on their high horse coming at us right now.
And I'm telling you, as this energy from these Dolphins fans come Sunday in that building, how loud, they better make sure to tighten all the bolts and stuff on that freaking roof, because it's gonna be vibrating like a mofo.
Oh, that's a sold out stadium, and
I'm
that's
telling
gonna
you,
Let me tell you guys, I was watching that Broncos game yesterday. Russell Wilson was getting the boos. You heard it loud and clear on the TVs. They were booing the crap out of Russell.
Check this out, right? So Maston comes in the chat last night and he says, make sure the house is clean for Allen when he gets home next week. And I'm like, really? I'm like, okay, I'll let him know where the toilet scrubber is. And Maston comes back and says, we don't need no toilets being scrubbed. Just make sure the bed is made. And I came back. This is how bad they are at this shit, man. I came back with, well, if Josh Allen wants a bed, Tua can let him have the back of his truck.
Hey, by the way, did anybody take notice of Eichenberg holding his own against a very good Ravens tackle yesterday?
No, I never noticed that, bro. He was getting beat, it looked like to me.
Yeah, Von Joe, I'll be there. I got a ticket secured last week. Oh, and by the way, for all you that think I don't believe or I hate or whatever, I bought my Buffalo ticket before we beat the Ravens. So there you go.
It's a wrap, man. We beat Buffalo, we're gonna beat Cincinnati. Cincinnati garbage.
Cincinnati looks like they're in deep shit, bro. Cincinnati looks like they're in deep shit.
You guys notice?
I got to ask
real quick. Ask him real quick because I just want to make a statement. You guys notice that the Tuaneers are not on no streams? These guys drunk so much yesterday, they're still passed out. Go ahead, man.
Good observation.
So before the game yesterday, me and Color were getting a little bit at each other, and I'm wondering, is the person, whoever said you're not a fan, are they in here, bro? Because I'm looking to get that guy, bro.
Oh, I'm sure if they're not, it'll be somebody else, bro.
Who is that guy? I'm looking for that, dog. Who tried you, bro? I'm trying to get them, bro. I got a
fan, then I'm not
like 100 people a day, bro.
I got a beef with them.
Hey, you know what? I got a little beef with my man Pete. After I just was sitting here thinking about stuff, and I said that I love this man, and I still love this man, but I got a little beef with Pete. Because Pete was at my neck about my Jalen Waddle over Jamar Chase comparison. What are we thinking about now, Pete?
Talk to him, Lewis.
Talk to him, Lewis. Because I'll tell you what, Pete, that one-trick pony is getting exposed, bro. Getting exposed.
It's a really good
game. Pulled the stats, man.
Wait. To come to Pete's defense. He's right about Waddle being a body catcher. But guess what, Pete? That game-winning touchdown, he reached out and grabbed with his hands. So, whoa.
That's true.
He's a body catcher, body soul snatcher, because he did make that happen.
I like that, bro. He did.
He did make that happen. But,
invasion of the body snatchers coming at you.
Lewis, maybe you didn't catch on, or I don't know if you were up here, but I literally came up and said those things early. I named the drop.
Yeah.
I said we were dropping too many passes, right? Yeah. And Waddle dropped a pass in the end zone that could have been an interception and end the game right there.
You know what, too? How about
Waddle? I said, stop giving him the ball.
How about the perseverance of not only Waddle to start getting the ball, but Tua to not waver and still keep throwing it at him, bro? Yeah, I mean, 100%. Fuck, guys. Like, that's the type of shit 100%. That gets in a quarterback's head, gets in a wide receiver's head, and Tua, from Waddle's mouth, said Tua came to him on the sideline. And what'd he say, guys? Did you guys hear Waddle's interview? He said it's either them or us. And early, Waddle had the eye of the tiger, but you saw him in the third quarter. He was kind of getting in his head, and Tua, with that captaincy, went over there and took care of his business and backed his boy up. And look how it ended, bro. This game has got narratives. The layers of what happened yesterday are never to be forgotten, unless if it continues to continue this way. Now, playing devil's advocate, it could be a fizzle out and a heartbreaker from here on out. but not this week, bro. That not against the Buffalo Bills. Not against Buffalo Bills. It ain't coming this week. Just so everybody knows.
Well, my early bold position, 45 to 10. 45 to 10.
Hold on, Crypto. This community made me spend a whole lot of energy on some stupid debate about Waddle and Chase. And first of all, I want an apology for y'all even bringing it up to make me have to waste my energy on this shit. And number two,
that's your prerogative.
And Lewis both deserve an apology because they took some major heat for their take on that. And it didn't even matter in the first place. But I want to know where all those people that think Chase is better than Waddle are at now.
I'm still here, Color. That's the issue. I'm still here.
I will give it to Pete.
No,
He's
Pete,
still
you're
here.
wrong on that one, Pete.
I would love to be wrong. I would love to.
No scrub, man. Jamar Chase is no scrub, man.
No, that's not saying Jamar is a scrub. He's just saying our guy is better.
I mean,
yeah, I'm not saying Lamar.
Let them play a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Well,
if Jamar Chase was an inch taller and 8 pounds heavier, he would be elite because of what his skill set does. But because because when I measure him with Waddle and what Waddle can do, Waddle is a Swiss Army knife that does some things at a 10 and the rest at a 8 or a 9. That motherfucker gonna be legendary. I'm not saying that, Pete. I'm saying that Jamar Chase ain't handling and shaking bodies in traffic like Waddle did on that big catch that he took today.
Yes,
Jamar Chase,
he's
also
not breaking tackles.
No, he's breaking a tackle on speed. Breaking a tackle on speed, bro. He ain't shaking dudes in traffic. Not like him.
Look, this is what I'm saying. Look, real talk. And I'm going to tell you guys.
No, he wasn't.
Even
Dallas
Lewis,
made him look pedestrian.
Listen, if Jalen Waddle and Jamar Chase were to walk up to both of you and you guys had to pick one, everybody here, just by the looks of it, you'll pick Jamar Chase.
No, I'm
absolutely not, bro.
Okay, now what Pete is talking about.
Nature of them, Pete.
No,
you can't go off the physical nature of them.
What Pete is talking about is this. Listen, what Pete is talking about, all things not in football. I look at one or two, and what am I going to do? Who am I riding with as far as some gangster shit? Yeah, I might lean a little bit more towards Chase because he a little bit more.
He's going on physical appearance.
But dog on the field, I'm sorry, Waddle has proven time and time again he is a dog on the field. Sweet guy, good kid, but he is about his craft and his business. I'm taking Waddle 10 out of 10. Never again.
I'm glad you guys are wearing that. To make them short man complexes.
I'm happy you guys will wear that title.
But Pete, it's not all about having 6-pack abs, Pete.
It's not about 6-pack
abs. Pete, stop checking out everybody's abs anyhow, dog.
No,
for real.
Waddle in 2 seasons has 5 highlights. Go look at Jamar Chase. He's making highlight reels.
Maston, we know you came up here because you heard me dogging your lack of ability to outdo me in jokes, which I destroyed last night. But you can make it.
And Pete,
like
you're saying 2 seasons. He's only played 1 season and 2 games.
No, the
in
point
2
of the
years,
matter is
Jamar Chase and Waddle came out the same year, Ali. Literally.
It doesn't matter if they came out the same year. It don't matter.
This is year 2.
Tua has already polished the bed of his truck. He's ready for Allen to bring his pillow. And
you see that comment right there by Master? No, right there. You know what that shows? He's more scared of Waddle because you can say what you want. When Buffalo lines up against Cincinnati, they know it's a one-trick pony. You take that deep threat away from Chase, and
that's right.
You can stop Chase. But
trying to speak it into existence, Lou. They're trying to speak it into existence, bro.
They can't match up against Waddle. It was him and Pete that was saying Chase was better. It was Master Part because we was all in the panel that night.
Hey, don't worry about Master.
You're right, JM.
Waddle's good next week for 9 catches and 100 yards. He already knows it. He knows what's coming. So
coming at it,
Master. Tying up.
Hey, and what did Jamar Chase do against the Dallas Cooper Rush led Dallas Cowboys?
No, Lewis. He's getting a $150 plus, Lewis.
What did Chase do against the Dallas Cowboys yesterday?
Absolutely nothing.
Waddling up.
You're right. I'm a Waddle near.
Real quick, Maston Park, always a good sport.
In my fantasy.
Maston Park, always a good sport, puts the $5 donation. Congrats on Tua being in the league 3 years and getting 18% of his career TD passes yesterday. Damn.
Wow.
Damn. But you know what, Maston? On the real,
What?
that is something to fear, not something to make fun of.
that's
Right
called
now,
regression to the mean.
in the pantheon of where we've been to where what happened yesterday in that stat, it's only the beginning of how much of the leap you're gonna find out of
That's
this
called
kid.
regression to the mean.
What was Josh Allen's percentage since it took him 3 years to become elite as well?
What Tua did is break open the potential, the ability to rewrite the narrative. Tua broke open the ability to rewrite the narrative on what kind of person people think of him as far as his quarterback play. He shattered that, and if he continues to just play his game and a little bit more like he did in that second half, there'll be no thought it will cease to exist, because then everyone will go, oh yeah, that's right, he was a 5th overall pick. Wow, he was injured and came back. Wow, the lack of offensive coaching and weaponry started showing, along with the mixture of everything. The build for the future is something to be scared of. And I got you, Maston. Thank you for the $5 donation. We appreciate you.
I don't understand regression.
No, Bon Joe, you weren't the only one saying it. I was saying Waddle too, Bon Joe. No way, Bon Joe.
Can I
you
ask
can in
everybody
a
a
second,
question?
Lewis, as soon as I get a thought out. For those that don't understand what regression to the mean is and how I'm applying it there, think of it like this. We're 1-7 against the Buffalo Bills. That's not normal. It's more likely that this week we will see regression to the mean, and the Bills will lose to the Dolphins.
And the Bills will do what the Bills do, is fail themselves. Go ahead, Lou.
Underachieve.
Go ahead, Lou.
No, it's just real quick. Like Cap, Color, Crypto, Pete, like everybody, JM, everybody that's in here. How many times do you guys frequent on Buffalo Bills channel?
Never. I don't even waste my time, to be honest.
You know why? You know why?
Maybe once every 3 years.
You know why? Because we ain't scared of them hoes. They always on our channels because they're worried of what the fuck we do.
Lewis, Buffalo Bills fans channels are
That's
soft,
right.
bro. They're soft. They have me blocked.
Hold on, give me a minute. I'm about to go get me something to drink. Give me a minute.
Fanatic or somebody, he has me blocked.
In all fairness, Maston Park is not a hoe, just so you all know.
Yeah, no.
Well, I don't mean it. It's all in fun. It's all in fun, Color, but keep them hoes on their channel. That's all I'm saying.
I'll never waste my time going to Buffalo Bills.
Talk to him, Lewis. Man.
So
and with that, I'm gonna give me some Hefe Bison. Just here in a minute.
Lewis is crazy.
No, I ain't crazy. I'm just saying. They always in our chat. They always come up on our channel, and we ain't never worried about what the fuck they doing over there. And next week, I'm gonna be in the building when we smack that ass up. I already know what time it is.
I already got the early score. I'm on that limb. Y'all could jump on that train. We're gonna beat them 45-10. You heard it here first. 45-10.
My most hated Buffalo fan. My most hated Buffalo fan is actually Mark. I really don't like that guy. He comes
45-10,
right?
Pete.
I mean, he might be a good person, but what I mean is I don't like his takes. He comes
We're gonna
around.
destroy
I don't
the
think
Bills.
you guys understand that he's a little sarcastic. He's trying to make the Dolphins sound good sometimes, and he's trying to push it. And he's doing
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking
Who are you
about
talking
Mark,
about?
the Buffalo Bills fan.
Oh, Pete is
Mark is a Dolphins fan disguised as a Buffalo Bills fan.
That's
bro.
exactly right, bro.
I wouldn't say that,
He's
Ali.
a poser.
He's
Fucking Ali
He's
calls
a
him a
poser,
poser.
bro.
He's an insider.
He is a downright poser.
Exactly. Thank
No,
God.
he's an imposter.
I'm glad my mama always said don't have hair on
Fuck,
your
Ali
chin.
got the gloves off, bro.
Look, Mark, the man's been arguing with me about Tua all
The guy
offseason.
sits there, tells us he
Hold
lived
on a
in Florida
second.
and was a Miami fan who became a Buffalo Bills fan, but only shows up in Miami Dolphin panels. The guy is a poser, bro.
He's over here telling us. He's over here telling us we have good this, we have good that.
He tries to come and hang out with the cool kids because he knows he's not good enough.
Let him cook, fucking Ali. Quit stopping him. He's killing it. Go ahead, Killer. I'm sorry. Fucking Ali's on one. Go ahead.
Man literally argued with me for months about Tua. And then last week, he's sitting there trashing Tua, telling us how we are never going to get anywhere with him and all this other nonsense.
The fear exposes it. The fear. because you know what?
100%.
What had happened is that he jumped off the Dolphins bandwagon when it got bleak. Unlike the rest of us, the aqua and orange is something in our blood that you can't deny and
he
won't walk
stood on
away.
his Buffalo fandom to get away with trashing our quarterback on our own panels.
And now the fear is realizing and resonating inside that
He's scared.
the Bills might not be who we thought they were, because the Dolphins are going to be something more.
And Rashad, but here's the thing, Rashad.
And real quick,
that's my trash to talk
Mark,
about, not a Buffalo fan.
Mark,
Just came out of
you're all
water,
good.
whoop that ass.
You're all good, Mark, but you did not. Don't tell me you didn't see the shit talking coming your way on Buffalo Week, dog. I'm just being cool, And we expect to see you again, Mark, and want you to have around. I don't think he's even in the chat or listening, but he'll probably catch it VOD. But yeah,
the more startling thing,
I had to stop.
MB41. The more startling thing is when you guys got one of your hardest opponents tonight to face, and you're in here talking to us about the game next week. That's the more startling thing.
To his deal is there is no Titans.
And Mike Vrabel played dirty. They will try to.
We
hurt
already
Josh
did
Allen.
our business. We're allowed to talk about
fucking Pete, you're right about Mike Vrabel, bro. I feel the same way, Pete.
Guess what?
There's a dirty fuck. That bitch is dirty, ain't he?
Dirty.
They're dirty.
I literally had to stop watching Steve and B's show when Bart came on because my wife was about to kill me because I kept spending fucking $50 to shut his ass up all day. Dude, no,
Mark, get up here. Mark, get up here, please.
I spent fucking like $300, like $200 or $300 in a month getting rid of it.
Jesus,
Thank
Mark.
you. So I'm glad I said that to more people, because I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna hold back. I'm tired of this crap.
I want Mark to come up here, but
I'm
like
starting
the
to think that all
Capitane's
these
point.
Buffalo fans, I'm starting to think that they're actually Dolphins executives, like making sure that we're sharp. You know what I mean?
Even when he talks shit about
Otherwise,
Tua.
Color, you calling them
100%.
moles?
100%. You don't think their beat writers are over here watching what we have to say? They know we're right on our team.
Yeah, they're
Pete, listen. They definitely watch and do. I see the articles come out after the topics we put. Number one. Number two, watch the sidelines on a couple of these games coming up. Motherfuckers jocking my purple on the fucking sideline reporters, dog.
Bro,
straight
I got
jocking
some
my
shit. To pick with the media, bro. I got some shit to talk about the media. Check this out.
Get up off my shit, bro. That's my shit. Back up.
You want to talk about the media watching our shows? So yesterday, me and Color were getting pointed out left and right that Marcus Peters and Humphrey were not on the field in the fourth quarter. Do you know what media person with either ESPN or one of the two that went with that and ran with it?
Huh.
Do you know who ran with it?
No, who?
Keyshawn Johnson actually posted it on Twitter and made a video about it, how the win was really not about Tua coming out of his shell. It was more about the Ravens' issues. And he points out, was Marcus Peters on the field? Was Humphrey on the field? Who said that? The Buffalo Bills fans. You got to be fucking kidding me, bro. Go do your research before you open your fucking mouth. I had the freaking video up.
Tell him, fucking Ali. Fucking tell him.
I had the video up in the fourth quarter. I'm looking right at Peters.
Jets and Bills fans are holding hands lately, and guess what? The Patriots are slowly but surely they're washing their hands to go hold hands with them because they're getting ready to line and unify against the Dolphins fan base. And we coming after that ass, bro. Get ready, boy. We coming to take that shit, boy. Coming to get some. What's good? What's good? Don't you know what Dirty South mean? You don't even know. I don't have my gold teeth in right now, bro. I'll put my gold teeth in and get crunk.
Tyreek and Jalen the Maserati and the McLaren. Like, who's been
They stole that straight up from Color.
Brought up a McLaren in this community.
Color's been talking about. He said McLaren yesterday, and
That's what
listen, I love that you guys get the beat of the fan base, of the real pulse, the inside real sauces, not the other stuff. And you're welcome. You're welcome.
And
we
have
just
you
got
seen
to
Mark on any of
3,000.
the shows?
We just got to 3,000.
I'm going to queue up a video that's going to do this proper, but keep talking. I'm working on it.
The 3,000 is it guys. Don't keep us in the doghouse forever. give us a little bit. Come on to the show. Stop stealing all our shit and just come on to the show and be a part, and we'll feel better about it. And that's okay. Go ahead. What were you going to say, Lance?
Have you seen Mark on any of the Miami Dolphins shows today?
No, but
No?
Mark's
No.
probably gearing himself up for tonight, because if they drop a loss tonight, not only will he get the fight of a lifetime Bills fans for the Dolphins all week, but if they drop a loss tonight, well, it's going to be ugly, because I'm telling you, everyone else wins, and everyone else wins, and we beat them.
Miami Dolphin jerseys.
Once we get in, and beat them next week, and everyone else wins, they'll be tied in last place with the Jets.
I tell you what, if Tua wins at least one game in the playoffs, I'll buy his fucking jersey. That's hard for me to say.
I'll tell you guys what.
All right, we're gonna do this proper, guys. Real quick. We're gonna do this proper. Hold on, Pete. This is proof that Pro Football Talk watches our show.
Oh, this is a while back too.
This is a while back.
Yeah, I remember that episode.
I mean, I can make more proof. This is just the only one I found the time to do. So, but here we go. And now make sure y'all pay attention to the subtitles that flash up too. All right, here we go.
With regards to the allegations being made by Brian Flores, I am a man of honor and integrity, and I could not let them stand without responding, Ross said in a statement about these allegations. So Ross vehemently is denying these. Of course, why would he just go, oh yeah, you know what, you caught me? But now we have swirlings of something I speculated a couple days ago, kind of where it would go, that, oh no, it was a joke when I said it to you. It wasn't serious. That's how I would play it. Like, oh, I was just kidding, That's how anyone would do something like that. I mean, I'm sure it was kind of one of those things where you're like, oh man, if you lose a couple more and give me that first overall pick, I'll give you $100,000 for every one you lose. He meant it, but said it in the company of other people to make it known that it was a party horror kind of thing.
I remember that.
I'm already starting to get the sense that Ross is going to.
Hold on.
I don't understand what the joke would be. I don't know where the punchline would reside. I know comedy is hard, but I just don't get it. And it would be along the lines of getting on an airplane and joking about having a bomb in your carry-on. I think it's just something the NFL doesn't want people joking. The sense that Ross is going to try to claim he was joking. I don't understand what the joke would be. I don't know where the punchline would reside. I know comedy is hard, but I don't.
Well, maybe you should have listened to El Capitan a little harder.
Getting on an airplane and joking.
Yeah, that was like not even the biggest tie of the ripoffs I've seen.
No, that's just the one that I've actually laid out and formulated for the world to see in a proper format. You know what I mean? That's just one example, ladies and gentlemen. One example. I could bring out more. I just don't have the time to do it.
I wish I could freaking get the one. I forget. They happen so fast. Color points them out more often than I just assume it at this point. But yeah, one day I'll have a whole fucking set up team to hopefully track that shit down. I'm like, look, here they go again, trying to jock our shit.
Did you get that duty done, Capitan?
No, I'm leaving in 20 minutes. You're ready. Yeah. All right. Let's bring ourselves to a close, because I got to pick up my son in 15 minutes to go get him. I don't really want to do no final thoughts or nothing like that, because that's stupid. Let's just freaking Buffalo, guys.
Again, congratulations on the 300.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Beat Bills.
Fuck Bills.
Yeah.
Fuck
Bills
the Buffalo Jills.
Yeah, we can join the song and do the fight song all together.
Hey, you can play Tua.
I'm gonna watch this game tonight and root for Tannehill and have a little nostalgia in some weird way. I'm gonna be sitting back.
Let the games begin.
Get to watch as my Dolphins don't move up or down in any of this scenario, because that's how good we fucking are at this point. And, we get to just see if the Bills start the epic slide that the Bills will eventually hit. Whether it's this week or next week, it's coming for your asses. And I appreciate the Bills fans that come around and come and be a part of the show. They donate. I love it. The banter. It's all in good fun, as you guys know. But if I don't see you on Monday, that's okay. I'll see you guys the next time, and you can build back. I would come back around, because come Sunday, it's going to be a long, sad flight for the Buffalo Bills. Because not only are you flying back to Buffalo, but you're going to fly back with an L in the bag as well. Ooh, damn, you got to go back to Buffalo, bro. You got to leave Miami and go back to Buffalo. Remember that.
Bring your tables, jump through them. We're going to go home frying next week.
Okay, I have to go back in. Got that. Big old report center.
All right, I got it. Go ahead. Anywho.
Is Ali in trouble?
Yes, it sounds like he's in fucking trouble, bro. It sounded like Ali was in trouble.
What are you guys talking about?
He's under arrest.
Your mic was unmuted, and you could sound like you were getting chewed out a little.
No, my wife just talks very loud. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. Damn, you said that right.
We're all trying to be quiet to see what you're saying.
Later, Tom. See you, brother. See you, bro.
Congrats to you.
Thanks, brother.
And Calvin and Ali. Congratulations.
Appreciate it, man. The boys and I are proud, and on to 4, on to 5, on to 55, on to
sky's the limit, dude.
Yeah, it will. I mean, listen, we ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going nowhere.
We got a good start to the season. This best we can ask for.
Mm-hmm. I mean, listen, in every Dolphin fan critically thinking, looked at that first 4 games and thought, all right, 2-2 is reasonable as fuck. Reasonable. But still a hard-fought 2-2, measuring, where Cincinnati was projected to be, what we know in Buffalo, what we know in Baltimore, and can't count out Bill Belichick and what he does, and it's a rookie head coach. Tua continues to own Bill Belichick and the Patriots, with them being 4-0 against him right now. So we kind of almost had that as the win. We looked at the next 3 games and thought, which one of these 3 can we snag? And now, we don't have to look about snagging. We going taking at this point. Ain't no snagging shit. Tua just showed taking. I need more taking. Give me more. I want more all the time.
More wine, more women, more table.
That's how us gluttons in this Dolphins fan base are and want to be, and we're going to take more. And Buffalo Bills, make sure to shave that booty, because we coming for it. You know what I'm saying? We going to take the booty, and you going to be in trouble. You ain't got no way to stop it. So it's a done deal.
Can't wait to take their souls.
We might got our general. He's still a private right now, but we might got our general.
Ooh, let him know,
We're
Jay.
going to snatch their souls. Yeah.
Yep.
Just like we did the Ravens.
That's right. It's gonna really fuck shit up when the Dolphins
take that
victory.
He going there and do a fourth quarter in the first half. He ain't got to do it in the quarter. If he do that fourth quarter in that first half.
Yep, we're gonna be coasting in the fourth quarter. We're gonna see Skylar Thompson up, and they're gonna take Josh Allen off the field as well, because it's just all too fucking lost.
That is the ideal, isn't it?
They're gonna be dropping our third quarterback out there, and Josh Allen ain't on that no more, because the game is lost. It is lost. So I appreciate everybody.
The all, everybody, is that the Bills fans have to be reeling, because they know that the only thing we got left to fix is spreading that fourth quarter out a little more to the first half. We fixed that, and they're done, bro. They know
that, and I'm still fucking like, they need to work on that middle of the field tackling.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, absolutely, bro.
Yesterday.
But I don't look up. I don't look at Buffalo with the performances I've seen, good and bad at times, over these last 2 games. And barring us just forgetting and not growing, because I've seen growth over the preseason, into the week 1, into week 2. Staying the course guarantees the victory. If there's no more growth and they still shake things out, I still think we could take this motherfucking football game, because of guys like Tyreek and Jalen Waddle and the playmaking abilities and stuff like that. Granted, they got other guys to counter, But, I mean, how many times do we see a defensive first half like we did with the defense just looking like it was a little spinning? I don't think – this isn't Baltimore that made big-time adjustments. We know what the Bills are and what they do, and it's just hard to stop because they're really good. But we've maintained competitiveness with them until the game gets beyond. And the offense has been nothing but lackluster, and defense is always gassed, and that is not the case anymore. And that spells disaster for you guys. So I appreciate everyone coming up. Thanks for helping us get to 3,000. Like, share, donate, help us continue to grow, guys. Hopefully we'll get to 5. Who knows, man? I mean, look, Dolphins continue this upward ascend. We go the way of the Dolphin, bro. So see you guys next time. Fins up, everybody.
Fins up.